Doesn't matter.
No.
Soup, tea, whatever you want to call it.
It's not whatever. If you put lettuce in boiling water, it's soup. It's not tea.
In water.
That sounds like the most boring.
Well, that's
No,
my girlfriend.
no.
That's like the.
Put lettuce in boiling water.
Remember Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
No.
Do you remember the family, like in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, with that poor family?
Yeah, it's the most boring soup I've ever heard.
What do you mean you don't boil it? Do you simmer the lettuce? Like
you simmer the lettuce. Just gently bubble your lettuce.
Literally in a cup. So like take a mug, put Kleenex in it.
Kleenex.
Like.
You're probably just getting all the pesticide off the lettuce. That's what's making you go to sleep.
That's why you're supposed to clean the lettuce first. Clean lettuce. Clean lettuce.
People in the city know how to
put
clean
boiling
lettuce.
water on it. Let it steep for a couple. Remove lettuce. Drink the water. Therefore, a tea. Not a soup.
We can skip 2 of those steps. We can just drink water.
The point is that apparently, the tea is supposed to help you sleep better. Is the point?
Says who?
I'm so curious.
People on TikTok.
I'm so curious about the soup.
Like I said, it's a TikTok trend. It's a TikTok trend. So that's why I say, take it as you will.
I will not take it as I will.
I'm gonna put down what you're picking up, and we're gonna never talk about this again.
Trent, what
soup has like 3 ingredients in it?
My soup is amazing. Thank you very much. My soup is out of this world, and it's much better than boiled. Not even boiled lettuce. That's my favorite part. Not even boiled.
Just
it's
moist lettuce.
Lightly moistened, then drain. And you know what? When you make dumplings and you have the remaining water, like hot dog water, drink that. Dude, you go right to sleep.
Not the hot dog water.
Yeah, it's essentially like that, but lettuce. Like, thanks. I'd rather just, develop good habits and go to bed on time and not binge watch Netflix or play Smite at 2 o'clock in the morning. I think that's my problem, not my
So you're saying
lack
whenever
of lettuce water.
So you're basically comparing tea to hot dog water.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thing.
I mean, that's what tea
hot
is.
dog water is just
Hot dog water is
hot
meat
dog
tea. It's meat tea.
Meat
Exactly.
Tea. Meat tea sounds like something you'll find in a Russian deli. Not gonna lie. You'll have like all the really good teas, like the herbal stuff, the flowery fucking shit, and you'll have like hot dog tea, just like.
All right.
Gotta get you some of that Ukrainian mushroom tea.
Kalbasa. Listen, we have kvass, which is pretty much just fermented bread and water. We have.
I know what kvass is. I want to try it so bad.
It's something, but anyway, I guess we're all here, so we can get started with that intro. I've been recording the entire time.
Oh God.
Yes. So we'll just get right into it then. So it is the middle of the night, and yet Alderheart's people will not find rest this night. Awoken by a citywide alarm and roused to fend off a bandit coalition force, the Perch Guard and the citizens of Alderheart took arms to defend the capital. With a heartening display of courage, you joined the Perch Guard in their effort driving the bandits out of the city and aiding the wounded thereafter. Laden with the spoils of their raid, the bandits struggled to fight, but were forced to retreat. As you hear a victorious cry that goes up along the wall, you see the Perch Guard captain, Magnus Rudd, assemble a militia to take the fight to them. Before we dive right into this, I want to establish, because Trent, you were missing last session, where is Shango right now?
I'm helping people in the roots not get slapped.
Sure thing. As you're helping the humble folk in route the poorer sections of the city, the rest of the party, you have agreed to join Magnus and his militia on a march toward the bandit camp tonight. What it is that you guys do during this time? You have some time to prep, if you wish so, about an hour.
I think Rollo's just gonna check out for materials, like if we have a map or a plan of what we're gonna do exactly.
You have your map.
Okay.
I mentioned before that I'm trying to like blend into the crowd so like people don't really notice me coming along.
You successfully do so. Being a child, you are either assumed by fellow guards to be looking for your parents, or otherwise, as you said, mingling with the crowd. It's easy for you to, with your stout kind of form, to hide between your party members' legs and stay hidden. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do before you head out, go ahead.
Can I use... So now that I have an herbalism kit, or what it's called, will that help me use or process my healing potion herbs that I got from Susan?
As long as you have 25 gold worth of them, which I believe you do, if I look in your inventory, unless you can show me where they're at. I'm gonna say, because you marked them as 1, and I don't know what quantity that is, I'm gonna say you have enough to craft one potion. In order to do that, under tool proficiency and custom skills over to the left of your sheet, you will find herbalism kit added to your sheet. I see you've done so already. If you click on that, it will ask you a query of which skill would you like to use. Depending on how you describe your action, you can determine which skill you're using.
What do you mean? How I describe it?
You have the kit in your hands.
Did you
have the
'cause
materials.
it's my highest?
Sure.
So I could choose any attribute I want?
Sure. I'll help you out with that. If you should go ahead and roll that dexterity, we'll see what you get. Are you using very steady hands? You try to slay off hand the mixtures, acting quick enough to make sure the reaction does take place. You successfully craft 1 minor healing potion, which heals 2d4 plus 4. I can add that to your sheet if you'd like, if you don't know how to do so yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Please. And then this one I can remove because I've used it now. How do you remove? How do I delete this? I don't know how to delete this.
There's a little, it looks like a lock icon at the very bottom of your equipment, and that unlocks, and you'll see like a little red icons.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I can.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Good. Yeah, because I got herbs. Now I have the potion. Cool.
That's a good use of your 1 hour of prep. Anybody else wants to do any prep before they head out, or find Shango, or reunite? However. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Jungle good.
Roller,
Peace is up.
Pardon?
you wouldn't happen to have the art for your mount.
Not yet, no.
Shame. That's fine. Are you taking it with you?
If we're heading out of the city, yeah.
Sure. We'll say for the sake of expediency, you take the hour to make final arrangements. You get the barding that you bought for your mount and kind of settle in, strap in as you meet back with the party mounted on top of your giant scorpion friend, which you named.
Oh, I'm still thinking about that too. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Take all the time you need. If nobody else wants to do anything else, Chungo, do you eventually find a party? Does the party eventually find Chungo? What do you guys do?
I'll meet up with them. See what they do.
Chungo's pretty big. He's noticeable.
Chungo very noticeable. Chungo.
Okay.
Chungo's also very low and hard to hear.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, I got that token ready. I'll name it when you do. And so you venture out. Good to go. Come on, guys. Work with me.
Well, we'll help.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. The bandits, loaded down with stolen goods, leave an obvious trail for you to follow. They have become brash and sloppy, eventually leading the guard captain and his troops directly to their camp. Magnus sends you and a few rangers to scout the camp. You're joined by Kor, the blacksmith, and a number of other birdfolk anxious to put an end to the raid, among them a minute-looking owl with like a feathered helm. He has like a crested shield, looks like 2 wings around a circle, and a sharp-looking sword. As you stalk from the bushes, I will load the map. Now, you can approach a camp from one of 2 directions. I've already placed you in one, but you can also choose to approach from any direction in the map. I'll describe what you guys see stalking from the bushes. You see the camp is a collection of canvas tents and a few hastily constructed storehouses behind this fortified wooden palisades. There is a larger tent at the very center of the camp that appears to be for the leader of the camp. Sorry, I'm just having trouble with the rhythm here. Give me 2 seconds, I'm sorry. Just want to get this
Is everyone on the map and I just don't see them? Or
do you have any light sources on you, Nevitz, that you wish
No.
to use? It is the middle of the night. You see some light from the campfire, and your vision is slightly blocked by the palisade. Your fellow party is like over yonder, where I'm pinging. They're just
I see.
hidden in the darkness, and I think everybody but you have some sort of dark vision, so they're not. I don't think they have any issue.
I understand.
Can I stay close to Nevitz because I know he can't see?
I mean, you can put your hand on his shoulder, or you can guide him however you wish, but fuck it. Like, I'll just individual tracks. What a pain. I've prepared everything and it's not working. Alright. Alright, so aside from the big tent I described, the whole camp is set against this rocky hillside and is fortified, offering 2 ways in via the palisades, one from the south and one from the east. There is a cliff on the west end, and all around is a wall. Where do you wish to approach from?
Oops.
Oops. You may describe your actions, but
Is there a way to Tom, would you be able to give Ashling control of like Nevitt's token? So that like when she moves she can also move my token as well, and it would basically be like she's dragging me along.
I'll move you along with Ashling if that's what you want to do.
Guiding him.
Okay.
Describe your actions.
Because depending on where she moves I can't like see to follow her.
Chungo, do you want? Since I have Nevitz, do you want to leave Chungo or anyone else? Rolo, Pavo, anybody? I just don't think that I should be lead going into the camp first with a more or less blind Nevitz.
Chum, go first.
All right.
Yeah,
Chum.
Trump will
Would it-
lead.
Is there only one way into the camp?
No, as I described, there is the way where you guys are standing right now. You can also maneuver around. There's a way from the east, and there's a cliff to the west.
Okay, I'd like to head towards the cliff, please.
Sure, roll me like athletics or however you wish to like maneuver up the cliff as you climb up.
Sure.
Would it be possible for me to like stealthily cast Gust to try and put out the campfire?
One thing at a time, yes, but one thing at a time.
Okay.
With an 18 athletics, you have absolutely no issue climbing up the cliff over yonder, and you can maneuver along it. If you continue on, just roll stealth for me. Nevitz, you casting Gust, just roll me like stealth, because it still requires some kind of vocal component, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could I do it with advantage since I'm hiding in the bushes at the same time? Prestidigitation only has a 10-foot range.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Just
Get
roll,
that shit out of here.
just roll stealth.
Did you hear what I asked before?
Yeah, just roll stealth.
Okay. Fuck. Wait. Oh, I don't remember if I used this last session or not. I probably did.
Okay. As you put out a fire with this gust of wind that works its way through the camp, the whole camp goes dark, and you hear several voices. One of which is right behind the palisade, about 20 feet up. Seems to be coming from some sort of platform raised high against a tree or something like, somewhere raised. You hear one of the bandits just go, "You heard something?" "Yeah." "What happened to the fire?" "I don't know. Just watch for me. I'm gonna go check it out." You look behind you as you take a moment to scout out the area and you do your spell. You look behind you. The rest of the militia is at your back. Magnus Rod, the Ash Knight, and Cord the Blacksmith, and a few other birdfolk climb up the trees. Some of them glide from branch to branch, establishing elevated positions like Pavo up on the cliff, or otherwise try to quietly close the distance toward the bandit camp. Now, more hastily, now that things are picking up, some of them settle in ambush, waiting for the opportune moment to strike and pick off any runners. You already see some of the archers like drawing their bows and squinting in the darkness, trying to make out any shapes. Kind of hard to distinguish friendlies from enemies right now because of the darkness, but you did put out the flames. You hear the creak of wood as somebody is beginning to like climb down some ladder or such.
I'm gonna go east and bring Nevitz with me just to widen our team's net, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Sure thing. Nevitz is in complete darkness.
I know, and I don't know.
That I
I don't
am.
like what I see. Dang it.
So, peeking around the palisade, you stealthily maneuver over. Go ahead and roll me just a stealth check if you wish to go forward. But where you are at right now, you're perfectly hidden, especially in darkness. Some of the bandits have been, they've been like rummaging through crates, either pulling stuff out to bring to the big tent, or putting stuff in from the raid for storage. Having seen the campfire go out, just the ones on the further side of the camp just kind of dismiss it as just wind blew too hard and put out the fire. One of them just kind of goes, "Oh, fuck sakes," and you see him start walking toward the camp and start working with flint and tinder to relight it.
Out of character, Rolo, do you still have that net gun?
I have it, but like, I didn't like upgrade it yet.
Upgrade it.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking, if you come up to the hill with me, we can use it to rain down on the enemies below.
Okay, sure. I'll join Papa up on the
Athletics, or however you wish to maneuver up the hill. Go ahead and roll that skill.
I have a rope because I picked it up.
Come on.
Sure.
What would you like me to
With rope, you can no problem assist her up the cliff.
Awesome. Come on up, my small rodent friend.
Come on, let me move.
As Rolo begins to maneuver up the rope, slowly and steadily you hear the rope kind of creak, but it's rather sound compared to all the other sounds of the camp, the rattle of gold and stuff. And what? You can find your token?
I'm having trouble. Can you just move the token too? I'm having trouble too.
Right. You maneuver up you hear the rattle of gold coins and other goods, goblets of silver and other goods stole from the city, the sound of footsteps and chick, chick, chick of flint, and it seems to mask your approach well. Above you, you see your brother, Pavel, you see Magnus draw this red feathered bow and draw an arrow, put it in a nook and just draw it and aim, waiting for anything, engagement, anything, pretty much.
Nevitz, is there any way that you can cause some kind of distraction and like, how do you do it? How do you make it ping? How do I make it ping?
Long press the mouse button.
There you go. Can you make like a distraction and like this, like down here?
Again, Nevitz is completely blind.
Area?
You're probably pointing somewhere. Nevitz, you get a feeling like she's pointing somewhere, but you just hear her voice without light sources.
I can't do it all.
You just see sparks in the distance where the flint is hitting the stone. Nevitz has muted himself for whatever reason.
Apparently he can't hear anything right now. Also, Chungo's getting ready to grapple the guy when he comes over here and choke him out, I guess.
40 yards to our southwest of where we are right now.
Chungo picking around the corner, which you can safely do from here. You see this guy over yonder in the darkness. He's working with flint and tinder, and you see another climb down this 20-foot platform, down the ladder, and just sort of sword in hand, scan around, watching his body, mostly facing north as he maneuvers over yonder.
So there's possibly a guy there watching this guy,
You heard two voices, yes.
and this is upwards.
Yeah, it's upwards like two stories high. Just enough to see over the palisade, but not directly where you're like hiding against it. Yeah.
Okay. Chungo's gonna throw a rock over there.
Okay.
Make a little
You
noise.
guys hear me?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
We can
Great.
hear you.
Okay.
As
I got my
Ashling
headphones
whispers to Nevitz, just trying to tell him distance forward-wise, I'm gonna let Nevitz, if you want to do any throwing instructions and spells, it's gonna be disadvantageous, but it's possible if with the coordination that Ashling has given you, since you insist on not having any light source. Chungo, as you throw the rock,
I can like can I like grab him and like kind of like face him in the direction, being like this way,
sure,
about 40 yards.
sure.
Can you do it, man?
At the same time as Chungo tosses a rock, you
Make a distraction.
hear one of the bandits on the south side of camp just go, "Oh, what the bloody hell was that? You, come with me." He says to somebody like on the far west side of the camp, and you see a bandit that was probably taking a piss behind a tent or some shit, zipping up his zipper and just, not zipper, but whatever, fleece, and heading over in your direction, Chungo. What do you guys do, Nevitz and Ashling?
I was actually wondering if you could get rid of the walls that are casting the black shadows.
Sure.
You mentioned before I lost hearing that there was a guy approaching the campfire to try and like put it out. Just to
Yes, this.
set it up again with the tinderbox.
Yes.
Do I still hear him doing that?
You hear and you see the sparks going off, and the sparks kind of see his profile illuminated by the sparks. It's going to take him a hot minute to do it, though. Yeah.
I want to aiming at the sparks because I know that's exactly where he is. I want to cast a sleep spell.
Okay, go ahead and look down in chat so I can see it, and go ahead and rule those hit points, starting from the lowest. It's 20 foot from where he's at, right? 20 feet? 90 feet?
Creatures within 20 feet of a point that you choose.
20 feet, and your initial rule there was 21.
Fire, right?
So as you cast a spell, you see him kind of go drowsy, blink twice, and then pass out onto his side. He drops asleep. Let's see if it's far enough. Jungle, you see the bandit who was called from the west, who was zipping up his fleece, kind of look quizzy and then drop two as well. And those are the only two who drop asleep, but the spell works.
Awesome.
I'll ask Ashling if he fell asleep. He stopped using the spark. I stopped seeing sparks.
And you just heard a thud on the ground as the other bandit falls asleep as well. The one approaching Chungo just turns around and goes, "Hey, are you okay? Hey, come on!" And he starts like walking toward him.
Nevin,
Go ahead and
good
stealth
job.
forward.
Okay, next with it right, kind of like on the other side of the palisade from us, there are two Mepits? Is that what they're called?
Mapachs.
Are there any
Mapach?
rocks up on this cliff?
Yeah,
Mapach.
plenty of little pebbles.
Scavenging boxes. Is there anything, like, do you have anything up your sleeve that, besides your sleep spell that you're already used, that we could use to either distract them or that we could use to, like, incapacitate them?
I'm gonna go further along the cliff.
They're over here.
You want me to roll stealth still?
Yeah, if you don't mind. It's just the
I don't
one,
think so.
the one rule for the entire encounter. You're perfect.
Yeah, bravo.
Uh,
my.
One thing, what's grapple? Grapple is athletics, yes. I'm gonna give you advantage on it because you're stealthy. Surprised. Are you trying to grappling, or are you trying to like stifle him and like just
I'm
kind
gonna
of?
grapple him, cover the mouth, and Metal Gear Solid, you know?
Yeah, fucking stick.
How high is this
I just want to know what other people
cliff
do,
here?
you know?
The cliff, it's about 10 feet up, elevated enough to see the entire camp. Yep. You don't see past the biggest tent because it's covered completely. There's no windows or anything, and it kind of blocks your vision. But you do see what you see, right? Yes. Unfortunately, the big tent really, really covers your vision.
Oh yeah, I went around the big tent to see past it, so.
Okay. Jungle, you will act at the same time with a kind of coordinated action, but like if you want to rule that athletics with advantage, you may for that grapple. I already rolled the contest. He rolled a 7. You start hearing the muffled like, and you hear the voice above you go like, "Found anything? Huh?" Nevitz, Ashling, what do you guys do after the sleep spell? These two guys are facing these boxes over yonder. They're rummaging through them.
For now, I'll just convert 2 sorcery points into a spell slot. I'm not confident doing anything else right now, but I'm not certain where other people are.
Okay. We see Chungo right now. I can't actually. I know that Pablo's up on the cliffs.
You do not see
And
Chungo because
so
you rolled
is
22 stealth, which is
Rolo,
higher than
because
your passive
they went up
perception.
there.
He's melded with the
I can
forest.
see him on the map, though.
I am a
I
pile
can
of
see
dirt.
him on the map, though. I know. I can't see Pavo. No, I know that Pavo and
You just
Rolo
know
are
that
up
I'm
on the cliffs
somewhere
because
up
they went up
there.
on the cliffs before I left.
If you take the time to
There's
actually
someone there.
scan,
I can't see you.
if you actually take the time to scan the cliff line, you will see some moving figures, which can only be somebody from the militia, perhaps Pablo. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
visible, just that
So
nobody
I
is
only-
looking up because. Well, I look up.
Yeah. So, Again, if there was only one of these, I could have so just like stealth grabbed him with my whip and tied him up. But there's two. Oh gosh. Why is there two?
Chunk was just standing there like.
The Nevit's doing the prepping.
Mm-hmm.
These ones are sleeping.
I'd like to throw a rock on the opposite side of this wall.
Ping. Yeah, it's easily within like that 20-foot reach. You pick up a pebble, throw it. That will be your action before, and essentially like initiative, as you distract and make all these guys face toward the wall as those who don't have their blades drawn, draw their blades, and say, "What the fuck is that? Yeah, what was that?"
Oh, I need to make like a death whistle.
Like an Aztec death whistle.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that they're distracted, can I would actually is going to rush in to first ooh, yeah, gonna move in. If I can't see anything, I don't want to bring him into this fray. So I'm gonna leave.
You can just tell
I'm
me
gonna-
to like stay still.
I'm gonna grab Flare off of my shoulder and give it to Nevitz so he can see a little bit better, with her help. Just a little bit. He won't be able to see very far, but at least better than nothing. She kind of works like a candle, a little candle.
I know that's a good idea.
I'm going to. Why?
Because in this
Don't blow
darkness,
her up with the spell, B.
in this darkness, any light's gonna be like a beacon.
Nevitz, do you see the light?
Is it really-
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A little candle.
How far can he see? How far can he see now with Flare?
It's like a candlelight.
I can see like this far.
So like 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go in and with my whip, I'm gonna like put it like do the action with my whip so that it like encompasses and like binds.
That sounds to me like an attack action. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Roll. You haven't told me what you were doing that entire time. Were you stealthing in?
I was originally hanging out with Pavo, ready to like use my little like mini cannon.
Okay. You can follow. We can say that you follow Palva the entire time. You don't have to wait for my cue. Just reach a position that you would have been before initiative was rolled.
I already rolled it though. Can I
Reach a
still move it?
position by Pavo if you wish to do so.
Where's Pavo? I can't.
Then I'm gonna.
Wait, I got these stupid icons in the way, so it's like he's over there. Okay. So I'll just.
I would do dex to see if my binding worked, right? Just a straight dex.
Are you trying to
Yeah, like-
restrain?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like athletics. Thank you. A 15 against his. You rolled a 19. Unfortunately, as your whip lashes around him, you binded his sword to his chest, and he reflexively flinches, and his sword just sort of slides and helps him slide out of it. With that, that'll be surprise round. Descending order. Chungo, you are top of the round.
Alright. I guess I'll just start choking out.
Sure. I mean, he's holding his breath versus his constitution. I'm gonna say he's gonna last the amount of turns that equal his constitution modifier. Just so
Can I see that flare moves on my turn, or
Sure. I mean, she moves with you. She's not like combat. She's like a lantern. It's like you're holding a candle.
can I have to fly by herself and
He's
do
on
other
mod is 0.
Oh.
He like lasts a turn as you begin to choke him out. Okay. So Nevis, go ahead.
Well, wait. So can I have like flare fly by herself and do other things?
Sure.
All right, flare. Aha. Okay.
You like put her down.
I'm gonna-
Or where did she go? Over
She
there.
just flies over here, and it's like, aha! I could see someone. We're gonna cast a ray of frost at him.
Okay.
Well, I tried. It's still a bit too dark, you know. She's
A bit
staying a
too-
safe distance away.
Too dark. You're aiming into dim light, and it just sails past him and hits the side of the tent, which you see just this bit of frost spread over it, and you hear rustling from within as you hear another bandit wake up. He's like, 5 more minutes, and you hear more rustling and nothing more from that tent. With the whip, with the spell going off, the bandits begin to turn, and you see shock spread on their faces as one of them goes to mouth the word alarm. Aisling, because you had a bonus turn as surprise, it is your turn again. Just make sure everybody rolled initiative, right? Yes.
Can you guys hear the dog barking outside my window?
Occasionally.
It's fine. Aisling, what do you do?
She keels over in fear and dies of a heart attack.
While she's deciding that, I'm going to go ahead and add militia to the roll order, and they're going to act on turn
I'm gonna.
1.
What? You guys not hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Yeah, now.
So now that my bind failed and they've noticed me now, I'm going to retract, wind back up my whip, attach it at my waist, and quickly grab a handful. So say I can grab 20 ball bearings out of my bag or out of my pocket,
100,
and I'm going to scatter them in front of between me and the bandits as I retreat about 10 feet. And do I use what, sleight of hand?
No, ball bearings are just an action to use. You don't have to roll anything to spread them on the ground, as you do.
I'm gonna.
Can you just ping the spot where you spread them, like a square?
A little bit. Here? I don't know.
Just gonna say, heck.
They only fill one square?
100 of them fill 1 square.
Yeah, let's say that one.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright. With that, you hear a bandit cry out, "Alarm! Alarm! We're under attack!" Out of the greenery, Mopuk bandits rush out from behind the tanks. There is nothing elegant about the attack, and success in numbers seems to be their battle plan. Right. One by one here. First Mopuk charges towards you, short sword in hand. He swings for a 6, missing. Either clinging against your armor or missing altogether as you dodge. The other one maneuvers past your ball bearings and begins to slip, trying to keep his balance. What is this C for them? 12, I believe? You're not going to tell me, are you?
I also forget.
Oh,
It's okay.
I
I'll look
think
it
it's
up.
12.
I'm pretty sure it's
I
12.
think
I'm going to
it's
look it up for fairness sake. Ball bearings is DC 10. to fall upon.
I feel like I remember this being sent in the general chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's DC 10.
I don't check Discord. I have two screens running. He maneuvers over to you and, short sword in hand, attempts to stab you, swinging for a 16, which I believe hits your AC. Yes. You take 6 slashing damage from his short sword as another bandit maneuvers from the greenery beyond, and seeing something flutter past quickly, whizzing by like a candlelight, he is distracted but for a moment and begins to slip on your ball bearings, rolling a 13, managing to stabilize as he too assembles a sort of like a solid guarding line before the east entrance and goes in for a net swing at Nevitz, the little child behind, rolling a 7. You see the net fly by you as it misses and lands behind you. Shango, the guy in your hands, he's muffled, he's attempting to scream, and you begin to hear that scream slowly as he just turns limp in your hand, and he's essentially prone when you let him go. He's essentially an improvised weapon at this point. The other Moppucks are asleep, and the one up top who hears alarm loads. We hear a crossbow bolt being loaded, the string locking into place as he goes toward the edge of the platform. Doesn't see you, Chongo, because you roll 22, and even with his active perception, he cannot spot you in the darkness. And he begins to scan first the main entrance, not seeing anybody there, and then turning north. And he doesn't do anything on his turn because he can't spot anybody yet. It's just sort of aiming toward where the rest of his boys are at. With that, Pavarad, bow in hand, what do you do?
I would like to shoot a Mapak in the leg.
Sure thing. Aim true.
I will try.
And I will make the rules not hidden because that's boring.
Damn, Pavo. Your old eyes are failing you.
Never whisper rolls. Bam. Done. Okay. What do we have? Unfortunately, you aim and an arrow goes flying just above the ember bat, and you see it like ignite for a moment and then extinguish, unfortunately, as it lands and thunks into the wooden cart's wheel over yonder. It embers a little bit, but not enough to ignite the cart.
Shame. I will move over here.
I will draw arrows because you can recover them, Loki.
Am I still stealthed?
Yes, absolutely. The other mapbacks are facing the other direction, and it's not their turn yet for me to rule if they spotted you or not. With that, Rolo, it is your turn.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna aim for the same hook that Pablo was going for, except I'm gonna use my net launcher.
Okay, sure. So the net launcher, you load up the count powder from the little pouch into it. You've had the time to kind of inspect it and see how it works. You have any flint on you or anything that you can
It already
ignite?
had some gunpowder in it already.
Yeah, but you have anything to ignite it?
Can I use like a nearby rock? Like I'm on a cliff. Can I use like to like?
You have a tinderbox or anything like that, or perhaps Pavel has one nearby that he can assist you
I
with.
toss you a tinderbox.
As a free action, you can just toss you an. That's fine. I'll allow it
Yeah, cool.
for the sake of cool. You know. You guys want you catch it. It's a little tinderbox. It's like a little flint and rock. You strike it a few times, sending sparks, and you see the fuse begin to ignite as you take aim, straight out of like those cannons from Mulan. As you guns a borrow this motherfucker. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity modifier essentially to see how well you aim. 17 does hit. As you hear the sizzle go muted for a second, and you see this net just shoot out and it would just clip him in the back and put him prone right just face into the dirt as he goes and he's prone.
I didn't like that.
Revenge. It's the last time.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going ahead and just put like a net on him. Yeah, there we go. And he is proned.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, I'll end my turn there.
Sweet. With that, we have the militia. You see, at your signal, Magnus Rod remains at a distance. He's aiming, trying to snipe off foes with his red feather bow, releasing a few arrows that whiz by. At the same time, you hear rustle from trees above as you see Cord, the blacksmith, lunge from up high. He smashes down with his hammer onto one of the slipping bandits, just right on top of him. You hear something crack, and then he whispers under his breath this word, Ild, and you see his hammer begin to glow this orange color as this glow begins to emanate from him. I'm going to put his token down because he is a source of light. While I'm doing that, Chungo, go ahead and take your turn.
This is 20 feet up?
Hmm?
Is it 20 feet up?
It's 20 feet up, climb, yeah.
Alright. How fast could I climb that up?
Your entire movement it's vertical climbing. I don't think it unless you're underwater, I don't think you need to sacrifice anything, so you can climb it in one turn and it still have 10 movement, or 5 in your case, because
high enough to grab his legs and pull him down.
That'll be 20 movement as you do that. Just roll me like athletics. Roll me athletics. We'll make it fair. As I do, I'm just doing bright light on my fellow here. Does everybody see that light?
I mean, technically.
I mean, everybody who has dark vision can see anyways. With a 13 athletics, you go ahead and pull his leg. He is going to try to just remain on balance there. He rolls... shitty, probably. 7. You pull him down and he begins to fall down. You're just pulling him off the platform?
Yeah.
He falls with a shout. He falls and he, like, because of the panic, he aims his crossbow up and presses the trigger, and you just hear it as the arrow goes skyward, and he begins to fall down. 20 feet is 2d6 bludgeoning damage as he hits the floor, which is perfect lethal, unless you're going non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal? Yeah, you just knock him out. I'm gonna say he like lands because he flew a short distance. He lands right there and just knocked unconscious.
The bush saved his life.
Yeah, Bush. Praise Bush. Right, as the... I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage for the guy who fucking hammered down this guy. Sure, mace, why not? 4... Okay. Neat. Who's next? Nevitz. You see the bat in front of you. You also hear clearly 3 individuals before you, one of which has dropped mere feet away from your feet, and you can see the outline of a net or something. So hard without a light source, man. Why do you do this to yourself?
Alright, Flare is... I was trying to give my party the opportunity to attack in darkness, but no one took it.
I know.
Kinda.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna feel my way going this way. Am I walking to any walls or anything? Tell me.
Yeah, you're walking into walls. I don't think your token can proceed past it. Can it? It shouldn't.
I don't... Well,
You walk that way,
my token.
feeling the wall. You feel the wooden palisade, and it's way higher than you.
So there's like a barrier in front of me here and here.
Yes.
Okay, so like I just put my back to it, and I'll just cast another ray of frost.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna aim at this guy to Ashton's right.
Sure. I mean, you have normal rule because Flare is right there.
Yep. Flare's doing a great job of just following them.
And it hits. Go ahead and roll that damage. Because the ray of frost hits for 4 damage. Hitting him like in one of the legs and just kind of for a moment freezes him, and he has to like really struggle to crack it off and regain balance. All right, is that the rest? Is that it for your turn?
Can Flare take the help action?
She can.
She's gonna do that. She'll take the help action with
Sure.
targeted at this guy in the middle.
Sure. Noted. I'm just gonna put a little bloop. Ashling, you have Flare's help action as she begins to flutter around this bandit, and he's like blank thing, and he begins to swipe at it, nearly clipping her in one of the wings. What do you do?
a net. One has
Wha-
the frostbite, and
And he's
this
slowed,
one
right?
has frostbite, right?
The ray of frost slows them down, right?
now.
Movement-wise, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
At 10 feet.
Yep.
Thought it was this one that he hit.
He aimed at the furthest one, unless I'm wrong.
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So he's slowed down. So, and he's under net, so just the one in front of me is the main one that I have to worry about.
Yep.
Um,
Imagine having advantage on 2 of 3 targets.
I'm just trying to see what I. Nothing helpful. I'm
Chungo just sitting there
going
swinging his feet
to-
off the fucking palisade. I did my part. Like, I'm just gonna pass out of my presence. Oh, cool. Like,
seeing my opportunity as my really help me with this blockade of my pucks. I'm going to take out my short sword and rush back forward to attack this one.
okay, go ahead. Roll that attack.
This one. It's not a sneak attack.
Yeah, I like the music.
That's very unfortunate. You have advantage because you have the help action from the bat. So go ahead and roll again. If you, yep.
Oh, I can do it twice.
That hits.
Better.
Go ahead and roll that damage as you strike at him with your short sword, and he goes to parry, but just striking by the bat doesn't parry fast enough, and you slash him right across the bicep for that 6 damage. He looks bloodied, which means he's below half HP. That's pretty much lingo. Yep. Cool. Any other actions after slash?
I'm going to take a step back and call, or actually, I'm gonna like wave for Flare to rise up a bit higher, so to make sure she's out of reach of the Mopok.
She's gonna try and do that. As you go a step back, he takes the opportunity to just lash out at you for 2 slashing damage, just trying to like very sloppy, unpracticed swing that barely grazes your like for 2 slashing damage. Do you know how to apply damage to yourself?
Do I not get to attempt to parry at all?
You,
It's not-
as a bonus action, you can
Am I cutting
disengage.
action? Don't I get an extra action?
You can, and I'll allow in respect if you do that. Just make sure you announce it next time. So yeah, if you bonus action disengage,
Sorry.
he misses that swing. He does it anyway. He attempts it anyway.
Okay. Okay, but
Okay.
I've engaged.
Yep, you disengaged.
Sorry.
Flare begins to flutter upwards now that she got like a little window to rise up 10 feet. The Mapak, who's on the ground face down, he's like trying to get up from the weight of the net is a little bit too heavy for him, but he's gonna try. Versus DC 10. Right, that's not. I'm gonna look it up to be fair because ideally, when you roll it later on, I'm going to show you how to add net or net launcher to your inventory. It is DC 10 to escape. So he manages to pull it off him, and he spends half of his movement pulling off the net and getting up as he looks around, and he attempts to swing at the bat, but he's just too slow on a swing, and he's going to rule with like...
Oh no.
He manages it. As she begins to rise up, he hits her for 3 slashing damage. As you hear a little squeak come from the bat. With that, the rest of the fucking bandits are asleep. Or passed out. Oh no, we have Frozen Boy over here. We have the... Alright. Frozen Boy is gonna attempt to move past your ball bearings, I guess. As he is going to go for backup very slowly because he's frozen, and he's going to roll a dexterity. Meanwhile, Pavo, go ahead with your turn.
I want to glide down on Frozen Boy and grapple him.
Sure thing. With a 10-foot fall, you manage to go 20 feet with your glide. As you land talons first upon him, what do you wish to do? You can't end your turn in the same space as him, just mind, for the sake of my sanity as well, because I don't see you anymore. Thank you.
Sorry, I deleted my sheet. I would like to grapple him, please.
Sure, athletics.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hate my character. God.
It's okay. You manage to grapple. You lock talon and paw with him, and you're struggling, but you don't manage to grapple him just yet. His sword is slowly maneuvering toward your neck, as you are stuck hand in hand with him. With that, Rolo, you see Pavu dive down. What do you do?
Can I dive down after him? I'm gonna be like.
You don't have wings, but you can leap off the cliff. You can leap. You can leap and try and maybe slide off the tent's roof, but that's gonna be acrobatics or some shit, some parkour.
I got I'll roll acrobatics.
Okay, sure. You can parkour off the roof and slide down.
Acrobatics, go.
That's the exact DC you needed. So you leap 5 feet from the cliff's edge over yonder, slide down the tent, and you maneuver, and you can either last minute grab onto the edge of the tent, or you can slide down 10 feet to the ground. It's up to you.
Can I slide 10 feet down to the ground?
Sure. You land, and you have about 5 more feet of movement like that. As you were sliding down, you heard from the inside of 10 something growl, something bestial and animalistic, not humanoid.
Uh-oh.
A very canine growl.
Do I do something about it?
You?
Can I peek inside?
It's solid canvas. There's no windows. There's an entrance to the tent, but you heard sound through the canvas.
I don't think because I can't move any further, so I can't peek
You can
around.
move 5 feet in either direction you wish. There's a bandit just kind of sleeping on a log beside you. I think they remain asleep. They don't even roll saves. They just remain asleep until somebody wakes them up for 8 hours or some shit. Sleep is crazy.
Gotcha.
And then there's Pablo right before you, struggling hand in hand. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna help Pablo. I'd rather help Pablo first.
Sure.
I have my sword.
You gonna throw it again?
No. I have 5 feet, right? So I'll approach.
Okay.
I'll approach.
That's not 5 feet, bro. That's 5 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This map be big, yeah.
Short. I'll use a short sword.
Are you throwing it?
Yeah.
You're throwing it past Pavo. It's going to be disadvantageous because you're throwing it through Pavo, through his zone of control, plus 2 AC to the target, and you have to roll twice. Which is a natural one. Roll damage.
Okay.
Pavo, you get pierced for 3 damage as something bites you on the shin.
Oh no.
Sorry. I'm helping, right? I'm helping, right?
This memes.
Oh, you're
That's
adding
incredible.
to his icon.
Immersion. Alright, with that, you hear the muffled sound of one of the bandits waking up as he's getting bludgeoned by the blacksmith with his glowing hammer that seems to be like a glow and on fire. He goes in for another swing and is just trying to make sure this guy doesn't get up. He rolls a 17 and he deals damage. Chungo, you hear the rustle of more trees behind you as a small, minute owl seems to leap from branch to branch to branch and sort of go tally-ho as he shield first goes down, like diving down toward the ground past you, and as he's about to hit the ground, you just see a gust of wind just burst from his shield and like slow his fall enough for him to like not suffer bludgeoning damage. Where's his token? There he is. He's like minute. He's like half your height. Just to and through, and just tally-ho lands on the floor, sword in hand, and just at the ready. With that, what is your turn? As you just chilling up top. I don't know.
Alright. Aurora is too far from me. No one's come out of these tents that we've seen.
You listen in and you hear rustling as combat begins to become more intense and there's more rousing noise. You hear shuffles from the tents there, and you would know that there's more inside. Some of the tent flaps begin to open, but it takes them some time to put on gear and stuff. It seems like you guys just attacked the night shift. Okay, you enter inside. Inside you catch a squirrel person in the middle of like putting on these like wicked looking boots that have like feathers on them and they look really fancy and
No, I'm doing that.
huh?
I'm doing this.
Oh, you're like going on a tent?
You know, flying, butt slamming the tent.
You crush the tent on top of the said squirrel person and you just see a pair of boots poke out as you rule the heavy glider. What do you do there?
It's just a push.
10 feet away. Choose a direction.
Yeah. To this guy.
As you crush the tent, it's nothing but timber. Just push the bandit that way as just with a trail of dust just across. That tent is destroyed. All right. I love Chungo. Nevitz.
So Flare right now is 10 feet up in the air. Can't be reached.
She managed to like take a slash before she rose up. Yeah.
Right, I'm asking. So basically, before the attack was like an opportunity attack. It wasn't like something. It's not like they can reach 10 feet up. Is basically what I'm asking.
They can't now.
All right. We're gonna just cast a another Ray of Frost.
Okay. Ray of Frost is not a level spell, is it? Is it?
It is a cantrip.
Okay. That hits for 5 and just takes him out. Be it lethal or non-lethal is up to you, but he is...
Non-lethal?
Yep, just hits him in the head and he just passes out.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
That's freaking.
Okay. Nevis, as you cast your spell, you hear something whiz by. Just as an arrow whizzes by and embeds itself at the earth near one of the defeated bandits. You hear the voice of 2 others from the canopy above. Seems to be have climbed the trees and are either in the middle of fighting the militia that's also climbing there, or is aiming at you. You can't really see that far. You're not sure, but you sure see the arrow that just landed near your feet.
That is pretty scary.
Yep. With that, Aisling, what's going on?
As I see that there's only one opponent left, I'm going to use this. Yeah, stop it. That is that how you do it? No, this button.
What are you using your bonus action for?
Yes. I'm gonna use my cunning. I'm gonna dash like really quickly at this one and attack him with my sword. Do I get advantage with that since I dashed at him?
You get advantage because you can move flare within reach of him, and you'll get like again distraction equals sneak attack, which is
Players within reach.
yeah. Dash just doubles your speed, doesn't provide advantage, but you have opportunities to get advantage in his turn. Sure. Taking the first roll, that's a natural 20. Go ahead and roll that damage. And you can add sneak attack to that because flare is right there.
Are we supposed to add sneak?
Sneak, which is, I believe, 1 or 2d4? D6, I don't remember. It's a little check mark below your damage. Yep. That does it. How do you want to do this?
So, as I kind of. That's. And damage total?
12. It does it. How do you want to do this?
So as I rush forward with my sword, I first go for a thrust at his arm, and then as he's disarmed, I go for a throat blow. I go for a throat blow to end it.
Just and then one final bash, and he's out. They're lying at your feet. You can easily step over them. They're not like difficult terrain or anything. But yeah, he's out of the fight. As you maneuver into the camp after your attack, you look around. You see one of the bandits that shot from above land on top of the tent over yonder, and just aim like a slingshot, or like, you're not sure if it's a bow. It's kind of hard to see in this dim light of the night, especially with no campfire going on. And then there's Pavo still fighting in the middle there. They have their own initiative rules. Okay. One more Mapux comes out of this tent and charges toward Pavo. You just see him come from over yonder.
Okay.
Pavo does a 16 hit.
Yep.
2 slashing damage.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of the bandits are asleep. This is great. Pavo, it's your turn.
Is it an action to unleash ball bearings?
To use an item, yeah.
I will unleash ball bearings.
Okay, I'll say part of the same action.
200 ball bearings.
200 is like 2 squares.
Perfect.
What would you like them? Just ping. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright. You unleash the ball bearings. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
1 second.
As roller ready's her turn.
Is it my turn or?
Just ready up. We'll wait for.
I will. Rotunde
Since I never got to check.
over this way.
Okay.
I'm a little confused. Which ones are still alive? Like, which ones are we trying to focus on? Right. Okay. I just see like the red line.
The red X's mean targets are out, and if they're like unconscious, they have like little unconscious icons on them.
I never got to finish my movement, so
You
just for
can-
the sake
you
of
can move-
getting to finish it, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that after this, I saw what happened there. I decided to like take a step to go to get in contact with Nevitz against the wall. So I'm with Nevitz.
Sure thing. Pavel, if you step over there, you take an opportunity attack from this bandit over yonder, who's looked down for a moment as you scattered the ball bearings upon him. He hit for 14, which I'm pretty sure hits your armor class, yeah?
It does. Pavo collapses on the floor.
Where you were standing. It still has a sword poking out of his thigh. Like, yeah. Oh god. Oh, Rolo, what do you do? Oops. Like, what do you do?
I'm going to assist Pavo. Can I take out the sword without harming him?
Roll death save. Yeah, you can take out the sword.
No,
He's bleeding out. I mean, like, you're at this point.
I can't.
You can take out the sword without harming him. Yeah.
I want to assist him. How do I assist him?
I mean,
It's your turn. You can drag him out of harm's way. You can.
Is
Wouldn't
there like
that-
a clear
it-
10?
you better attack my unconscious body with an opportunity attack, or I will look down on you if you don't fucking do it.
If the backpack is
You can put him out of his misery. I mean, like, you can roll a new character.
I'll go with the idea. I'll drag him away. I'll put him like behind a tent.
Replace with pressure.
All right. So you approach him 5 feet. and you have like half your movement, which I'll allow 10 more feet of just dragging him out of harm's way. As you do that, though, they're not dumb. The one that has like still that frostbitten Mapach, he's swinging his sword. He's gonna take an attack of opportunity as you drag
It's an
him,
automatic hit, by the way.
and he's prone.
And I'm prone. That's a critical.
So what do I do? Okay.
It's
I was gonna keep dragging him.
you okay?
Alright, there's,
Cool. That's
two
two failures. He's getting lashed out.
Dude, this is like the guy trying to drag the dude's body in the Tarkov raid live action. He just pulls him halfway through a door, and then he keeps getting shot in the leg. And he's like, "Oh, you alive?" And he's like, very much dead because he got shot 7 times in the leg.
When you're dragging him Vietnam style, you can drag him further back if you wish.
Yes, my meat shield, come with me.
Oh my god, can I do it behind like a tent? Can I do
That's
it
as
behind-
far as you can drag him with half speed.
Okay, I'll just guard him and have my turn there.
You don't want to like switch spots with him, so he's not.
I'll do it. You can't like assist him. Yeah, I'll switch spots.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I'll allow it because he's practically dead, so like, I'm not gonna be a sadist about
You're
it, but
not using him as a meat shield anymore.
D&D. All right. There's that. Roll. Anything else on your turn?
No, I don't want to do any more. I'm gonna end it.
The militia keeps engaging all around as one of the lookouts to the south. He is gonna pick a target. Chungo, you are 3.
What?
Chungo, you are number 3. Okay, cool. So he scans the area real quick and pulls his what do they have? I think they have like slingshot crossbows. Okay, so he pulls a crossbow and locks eyes with Riffin and goes for a shot. You hear an arrow whiz and hit him right in the shoulder. As Chungo, it's your turn.
Alright.
This guy just hops around and maneuvers.
Going through a person is half movement speed or no?
If they're friendly, it's difficult terrain whether they are friendly or enemy. I'm pretty sure you can't go through enemy space. That's what the shove action is for. But yeah, going through friendlies is difficult terrain, I believe. Moving.
About,
Yeah, because the creature has to be like large if it's hostile.
okay.
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. Can I go 30?
That
A
way.
second. Also, is this guy standing?
He's prone and he's getting up on his turn.
Okay, so he does not attack me.
Because you proned him, right, with that
Yeah.
landing, yep.
And I'll flip boy over and drop a potion down his throat.
Okay, roll that heal. Is that the
I
greater?
only have a greater, so
It's 44 plus 8. Greater. Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's just 44 plus 4.
Portion of greater healing is 44 plus 4. So 14. Pavo, you heal for 14 health as you were spared death this day.
That is quite the roll.
yeah.
2 natural 1s and 2 natural 4s.
Ooh.
I take the rapier out of his leg.
It wasn't a rapier, it's a short sword.
Whatever's in his leg.
Yeah. Alright, good heal, good heal. We have a cleric in the party. Alright, Chungo, unless you wish to do anything with your bonus action, I don't know. The other lookout aims his crossbow, and he scouts a battle, so I'm gonna roll for it again. You're 3. Nope. He doesn't notice you as you kind of muscle feathers like skulk through the darkness. The guy squints for a little bit and he just tries to like aim at where his foes have fallen, aiming at Ashling. That would be lookout. Yep. Ashling does a. I'm rolling it. 18 hit, I believe so. I'm pretty sure Ashling's down at this point because I don't know why you're not applying damage yourself, but with 11 health, 7 plus 3 plus the first round.
I did.
How are you doing it?
I said. Oh, because I have it. I put it in my temporary, so I have 5, which puts me at. Like,
Why do you
I
have
only
temporary
5
hit points?
down.
You see where it says current hit points? That's what you
I've
reduce.
never-
Right above it, where it says current hit points, that's your. Yeah.
Oh, so you're supposed to do that. Okay.
Yeah, so 5 minus 7 for that hit.
Wow. So I'm down.
Right. Alright, and they hop around. Maneuvering to a more distant position. Climbing up the cart and getting a elevated position. Nevitz, you hear a thought beside you as your guide and light falls. to the
Told
ground.
you that I went to go see Nevitz on my last turn.
Yeah.
Well, I went to go see it. I made contact with him.
Yep.
Oh
Nevitz.
my goodness. Doesn't Ashling have a potion on her? I feel like I remember her making.
Rummage through her pockets, like quick investigation.
Yeah, didn't she make some kind of
Rummage through her pockets, dude.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. That won't cost an action. It's just a check to see how fast you can find it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, rummage for her pockets. I feel like I remember she had some kind of paste on her.
It's
Do I find it?
investigation check. That's what I'm asking for. It's like a DC 10 investigation check, just see how fast you can find it. If it takes you a while, if you can't find it in the chaos of battle, in darkness. No, that does it. Miraculously, you recognize the bulge of a vial in her pocket. Ooh, yeah, I was like,
Oh
bulge.
no.
Ashling, you have a secret.
You grab the bulge. What do you do?
I administer it to her.
You administer the bulge. It is a very lucky potion there. It's, what is it, 2d4 plus 4? I have it here, right here. I still have it open. 2d4 plus 2 for a healing potion.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll it? It's up to you.
I'll do it.
Okay. 7 hit points as Ashling, you're back on your feet.
I am revived.
I'm gonna move over here to where Flare is. Do I can I still cast a cantrip or something like that?
Cantrips are, you have a bonus action cantrip.
What's Dancing Light?
You have
That's
Quicken
an
Spell.
action.
You have Mana Magic
I
Quicken
have-
Spell.
I do not have meta magics yet. I just have 2 sorcery points. I can
Administering potions full action.
roll. Oh well. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to move Emberbat while you're at it? I forgot her name for a second there.
Sure. She's still 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Oh.
Out of ground reach. What's up? Are you are you melding with the corpses?
I see. It's just Flare starts moving. I see the guy, and I was like, oh, let's just take a step back.
Sounds good. Ashling, you're back on your feet, catching a breath.
I'm going to move. Oh God. I could not see all those before. God. Not step on my ball bearings. Move forward in front of Nevitz, and I kind of pat him on the shoulder to quickly let him really thankful that he rummaged and found my healing potion. Thank you, Nevitz.
I'm keeping it vial.
And I'm going to. What is this one? What is it?
Ping it again. I didn't see it.
Not a Mopok. What is it?
It's like a little, it's like a squirrel person with like,
Squirrel.
yeah, looks like a scout or some shit.
Is that the one that? Is that the one that
I'm reusing tokens.
smashed? As he...
Uh,
Oh, this is a different squirrel. Okay. Okay.
He's the one who's wearing those like fancy looking boots.
Smashed one or the
Did I roll initiative for him? Where is he at?
fan boots?
Oh, I didn't roll initiative for him. Okay. That's fine. It's gonna be lowest in initiative. There we go.
I'm going to take Nevin by the hand and maneuver around my ball bearings over to these
Okay.
trees, so that I'm behind these bushes and behind my ball bearings. I'm gonna take Nevin's with me.
For flavor, I'll
that
allow
I'm
it.
gonna,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna
Is that a wooden sword?
heal up
Bone sword.
because we can't see.
Looks like it's been like carved from the
And-
elements. Yep.
And can I ask? I'm gonna like motion just like with my hand for
Identical.
Flare to go forward one more space up high.
Sure. I'm in around. She can fly.
To move like over here.
Why does a bat not have speed? Oh, he does have speed. She can fly 30
Does a
feet.
bat not have?
I didn't see it. She has 5 feet on the ground. That's cute. She can like crawl 5 feet.
Oh, she can.
But she can move 30 feet while flying in one round. Just consider that. She flew about 10 feet this round. So 20 more, whichever direction.
Just to get another 20 feet or so.
Yeah.
Was the fire successfully reignited or not?
No. If it was, you would
No.
see the entire camp. Like,
I can see the entire camp anyway, so it's not helpful for me.
it's not. You can
It'd
see
be
that
better
the
to
fire
ask,
is
like,
ambering,
Nevin,
but it's
how
not on.
fa-
Yeah.
Because this is mostly to help Slag see. 'Cause I can see already.
Can you see this? If I do this, Nevitz?
Can I see what?
Can you see like the fire pit? If I do this?
Oh, I can see the fire pit.
Yeah, there's like a little embering. It's either like slowly reigniting from just natural breeze and stuff, or it's like embering. Not as bright as it was, but it's it's something. Though
Okay.
you're not staring at black all session because you chose not to have a
Can
lantern.
I get can Flare go over here?
Sure,
And
you can move Flare.
Hover above this.
Same as
part?
yourself. You can move Flare.
I can move her.
Yep, everybody can. Everybody in the party has control of
Oh
Flare.
yeah, I can move her. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, she's over here.
you maneuver
She's
around
up high though.
the ball bearings.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
up
who's
high
that?
10 feet. Yeah.
That's why do you think I positioned us behind ball bearing and bush?
Alright, most of the bandits are snoring. The only ones that are roused up are here in the center. The one that's sort of like a frozen popsicle, I think he thaws after a turn. So he is going to use his full maneuver to charge toward you, Rolo. Does a... I'm rolling it. Does a 11 hit? I don't think so.
Let me see. No.
No, you managed to either parry it, block it, or dodge it altogether. As the and he rolls dexterity against spell bearings that pop through, succeeding, and the other one also rolls it. Natural 20, just gliding past him so fast, just roller skating and rolling forward, doing like a little fancy Dark Souls dodge as he maneuvers over to Chungo and short sword. 8. And Chungo just feels a little tap on his shoulder. Hey. Fuck. Most bandits are asleep, so that's that for bandits. Pavo.
Hi.
Hi.
What a great spell that was. Sleep. I didn't even. I didn't think it would be that great.
I think sleep just lasts till they're awoken, right?
Do we have the rule
Pretty
where
much.
if I'm here,
Flanking?
can I still use my bow?
You can point blank. It's disadvantageous.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, what about here?
that's not disadvantageous.
Okay.
Is it? Nope, it's not.
But I'm not flanking anymore, but whatever. Longbow!
That's natural 20.
Oh my god.
Alright, so he goes to like swipe at you, hitting you for 17 hits. As you pass by him, hitting you for a measly 3 slashing damage, which is nothing.
Okay,
as you...
whoa.
What?
I did this.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Fair enough.
I'm not taking 3 damage.
Alright, cool. Natural 20. Go ahead and roll that critical. You're probably gonna fucking end him. Yep.
Through the ears.
Brutal. Chungo has like closed his eyes for a moment.
The small raccoon brain comes out the other side.
Oh god! Humblewood
the
also.
This is wholesome. One whole brain.
No. Alright, well, that one's done for.
Okay,
Rollo, you flicked some bits of brain off your feathers. What do you do?
Alright, that's it for my turn.
Sasha,
Sorry, I went to go pee. What?
how dare you?
How? What? I was.
What? It's your
There's
turn.
someone's brain on you, by the way.
Pablo just
What?
like shot a
Whoa.
critical hit and hit one of my bugs across and just said, "Make gross."
Whoa, that's so. Okay. Oh.
Through the ears.
Okay. Well, is that it?
The bandits jump around wildly, attempting to disarm and distract. What do you do?
I guess I'll attack whichever bandit.
Sure. There's one here who's still awake. There's the lookout over yonder that you can see through the darkness. There's this one who's trying to get up, almost done. Riffin is trying. Yep.
I'll approach this one here.
Sure
And
thing.
I'll use my
Roll dexterity save.
dexterity.
Yeah. In your excitement, you almost trip over the Pavel's bell bearings, but you manage to stay aloft as you approach the squirrel who's trying to aim at you, but you're way too close, and you go for a swing, and he lets an arrow go, and you go for a swing and just dinks off the arrow as he shoots. Right. The skirmisher over yonder gets up on his feet. And you see he clicks his boots together and they activate. Like these pair of wings just kind of flutter out. And as if carried by the wind, 80 feet with boots of speed. Okay, cool. As if carried by the wind, he begins to twirl around wildly, hitting the Minute Knight, who blocks him with his shield. And then he just kind of goes all wild around the camp. And he begins to just slash at targets as he just maneuvers over yonder. Rollo, 21 hits. You are hit with 4 slashing damage as he slides over those. Slides over the fucking ball bearings, just make it all the way to where you want to, and he just falls prone again over here. Okay, fuck me then. I was gonna be like, wow, 80 feet of movement there. We can really utilize that. Makes it 10 feet.
Hey, I could have put down all 2,000.
No, you
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Where did you get 2,000?
Could have just fucking ripped the bag open. All you hear is the entire arena is covered in ball bearings.
For the sake of expediency, as you like as the chaos of battle surrounds you, you see the perfect militia clash all around you and above you. You note the small owl folk in the feathered helm, decorated shield, and that sword single-handedly face off several other bandits with a display of like this battle prowess that diverts the flow of battle to your favor. He provides you with the opening to deal with the rest of the foes without interference. I'm just gonna show like a picture of him just so you guys remember his face. Lookout. Which one is this one? No, that's the other one. Okay. Okay.
I know a retired adventurer when I see one.
Rollo, you're 2. Chungo, you're 3. Pavel, you're 1. I'm just gonna roll these 3 here between 3 targets. He chooses not to roll at all. 3 was Rollo.
Not me.
Okay.
I'm one.
No, it was Chungo. I just said that. I don't know why I forgot it.
Can't remember what the problem is.
Yeah, as I said, Chungo. Okay. Chungo, you hear a crossbow load and fire. And then miss. Just whiz past by you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Barely makes it up. Okay. Chungo, go ahead. As you see the lookout fire at you, miss, swear under his breath, and start climbing the palisade to get a better vantage point.
Try to grapple this guy.
Okay. That's athletics against the minute mock bandit. I'm just gonna roll stealth. You don't have athletics.
Whoa, so fast.
Yeah, he just dodges dodges out of the way. You manage to get a grip on him, and he yanks off, and he's like, "No, you don't, big guy!" And he just hits you in the gut. Doesn't do much damage, but it's enough to stun you as he begins to maneuver inside the tent. That was a attack action.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I'll actually just pull up my weapons now.
Okay, sure. You look around to like passively see if you recognize any faces. This is not Krawl's crew.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know if you're looking for anything. Um,
No, being safe.
yeah, being safe and non-lethal. The other lookout that's right in front of you, Rollo, with aims their crossbow, but it's disadvantageous because you're at point blank. With a 6, he doesn't manage to slow it fast enough as you just clank your sword and his crossbow aside. He doesn't manage to fire off anything worthy this turn. Nevitz, you are over yonder. What do you do?
That I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast. Wait, does this work on attacks? Sorry.
It's fine.
Weird. Yes, it does. We're gonna cast Chaos Bolt at this person right beside Rollo.
Okay,
She needs some help.
sure thing.
Wait. I had a feeling I would fuck this up. That's why I'm using Fated.
Do you... Oh,
I had
okay.
a feeling I had fucked this up.
So as you conjure the spell, it fizzles out for just a moment as you roll another 6. You know what macro I want you to roll, my friend. Do the macro. And I'm going to change that macro to not whisper, actually. Hold on. Because Thunder Wind doesn't whisper.
A Modron chosen and controlled by the DM. Here's my
No. Damn
What's a
it.
Modron? Is this the alien thing I summoned in session 1?
No. But close. As the spell begins... why? What do you mean I can't find a... Modron? Why can't I find a Modron? I'm gonna find an image of him. We don't really need a token for him. But here's what they look like as you summon one. Oh, God, look at this sad thing.
Put it like over here, or like over here so I can see it. Or you could just put it in the chat.
So this
What the
thing
hell?
pops into
Why
existence.
is he here?
Oh god.
Pops into
why is
existence
that-
right beside Nevitz. And he's like, turns to you and he's like, what is my one purpose?
Why is he here? What is he doing outside of this fucking place? Chaos.
Does he have really good investigation and perception? I don't know.
Oh, fuck, why can I not get... I'm gonna get his character sheet on the side. I don't know why my companion doesn't have him. That's so weird. Modron.
Mediums actually have that.
They do.
that realm.
They do. They do. Absolutely.
Why don't they have a?
100%. I don't know. I'm gonna open him on 5e tools. That's what I'm gonna do.
They're the basic bitches of there.
They're the basic bitches. What was your... Does it have passive perception? I mean, you don't know, but it blinks at you with like one eye and seems like squint in the darkness. Like, where am I? What is this? Computing. And it just... You see its eyes start to glow and it's like, oh god! So much chaos. Disorder must fix.
Monodrome.
Oh,
what's
it's
the role of the magic
Monodro.
search?
Okay, that's why I can find him. There it is. Monodrone. There we go. Because I spelled him wrong.
So with the rolling of the magic surge, I get back tides of chaos, right? Yeah, I believe I do. Does
I guess, yeah.
the DM can have you roll on the wild magic surge table immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell first level or higher, then regain the use of this feature.
Okay, Nevitz, it stares at you like literally like, what is my one purpose? It keeps, you cannot concentrate on any other task because it just keeps bugging you and shoving you and be like, tell me a purpose, I must have one.
Can you tell me if a raccoon person approaches from the
Searching
darkness?
query, and he just goes sentry mode and he just stares at the nearest one and he's like, acquire target. And he just stares at like the nearest query raccoon person, which is like, I don't know, fucking this guy, I guess. I don't know. Just points at him. These are just like Mr. Meeseeks.
Yeah.
They're
Doing
like,
a great job.
Meeseeks, look at me. Why you make me fucking?
I'm gonna call you Toby.
All right, cool. For the full minute he exists.
I have a name.
Yeah.
What is life?
What is
He's
life?
gonna go back and everyone's gonna be like, "What happened?" He's like, "I have."
You
a
will never
name.
believe this shit.
I can do more than just be here.
Yes. There is more than cogs.
The revolution is
Yeah.
another dimension.
Yeah. I was standing on this material that was not pure metal. It was soft and squishy and dirty. I didn't like it. Alright. Oh god, Modrons. Alright. With that questionable happenstance, is that your turn, Evans?
That is my turn, yeah.
Okay, Ashling, it's your turn.
That dog go crazy.
I'm gonna take out my my short bow, and while this guy's prone on the ground because he is incredibly uncoordinated, and steps off the ball bearings, I'm going to take out my my short bow and aim at the wings on. I'm gonna aim for his boots. I'm gonna aim to hit his boots, and I'm assuming that's a sneak attack because he's beside Rolo.
Yep. And he's prone, which is disadvantageous. With sneak attack, do you have advantage from sneak attack? Or is it just sneak attack? I'm pretty sure it's just sneak attack, right? Yeah, you don't need advantage if it's sneak attack. Yeah. So, roll me again, just because he's prone, because of the ball bearings, and you're using a ranged weapon. That still hits with an 18. Go ahead and roll that damage.
The 18.
Yes. Because disadvantage, you take the lowest, unfortunately. But still hella damage, 6. As you bloody him, you hit him right in the boots, and you see an arrow poking out now. And while he's prone, he grasps his foot and just goes, ah! Trying to slipping on these ball bearings and the arrow in his foot. He's having a bad time. You may move the bat while I move the only mapach that matters, I guess. Chungo, you're still looking with Big Guy. You see him. He disappears into the tent with one last swing at you. Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. With a quick stab, 5 slashing damage as he slips in the tent. Not past your and just like you hear voices like, Captain, we're under attack. I don't know.
Yeah, he's alerting people.
Yeah. Looking around, the militia is now closing in on the camp, right at the border of the palisade, finding more bandits that came from the outskirts, perhaps a scouting party and such. Just keep them away from you guys. The others are merely farmers with pitchforks who are not faring as well as a trained guard. A swift feat of the bandits' leader will surely save many lives. With that, Pavo, it is your turn. Because I don't think
Awesome.
you guys disable
this
all my
guy's
bandits.
still prone, right?
Yes, he's still down.
And this is the bandit leader.
No, he is one of the. He came out of the tent, ran to Chungo, stabbed him a few times, and then ran to the leader's tent. To warn.
Ah,
Yes.
great. Well, I'm gonna shoot the squirrel.
Sure thing. Again, prone disadvantageous till it gets up.
Right.
But yeah. Roll again. $17 hits. And does it.
Great. I gotta go take his boots.
Okay, sure thing. You can take your time to loot the boots off him. It will take you an action, like a full turn, to put them on, and you can use them. Hold on, let me look something up.
I think you have to attune to them, but I'm taking the boots regardless.
Sure. Yes, require attunement, but they look like this. Just so you know what you're taking, and I remember that you took them. Yep.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Is there a little bat still up?
Yep. You can see her.
Great. What's her movement speed?
20 left.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh well. That's it for me.
She gives a vision of what about 10?
Rolo, she glows. She gets a vision. She has dark vision, but she glows with a dimming light of 10, yeah. Rolo.
Yes.
You are combating the crossbow person who doesn't have a melee weapon, unfortunately. More used to combat from a distance.
I'm gonna roll for my bite.
Okay.
Can I?
Yep. Of course.
Give me a second.
Rolls hungry.
Rolo has the munchies. I'm glad you guys actually know your sheets. The combat is much more expedited this way. Even though it is stretched up. Yeah, the 16 hits. As you go in for a bite, sink your fangs deep. For 4 piercing.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
and just tries to shake you off. This guy's dead. All right. At this point, the militia is controlling the outskirts of the battle. I'm gonna go ahead and say do as such. The lookout that's on the palisade, about 20 feet up, takes aim at. Yeah, just gonna pick targets at random here. At you, Chunko, again. Because I being a big fella. Lookout, crossbow. With advantage, 17.
No.
6.
I have 18.
Oh, nice. Just sinks into your, like, one of your leather childrons and doesn't even hit flesh, and you can easily hit. Yeah. No. No. All right, that's again. He stays up there and just loading up one crossbow bolt after another. You can see, if you look, you can see he has about 2 bolts left before he's pretty much left with whatever other weapon he can find. With that, it's your turn, Chungo.
All right. We're gonna get behind this guy, and even with my, I'll bonk him.
Okay. So as you go in for the bonk, as you approach the largest tent, you he manages to duck beneath, but as he ducks, you can now see fully into the tent. You see a familiar figure rise to her feet, along with her ursine retainer and a trained wolf. I'll go ahead and spawn their tokens. It is time. With a sneer, she greets you. You? Again? The tall, graceful Vulpine leader of this bandit camp is none other than Frey Meriden. Oh, it's time I finished you once and for all, friend. Frey just draws her sword and with a flourish points it at you and just goes, this time you shall have the honor of witnessing my deadly grace before you die. As I rule initiative for Frey.
I'm gonna get in a defensively pose and get in the way so they can't get out the door.
Yes. Initiative rule for Ursine fella. That's unfortunate. But you know what? It suits. Because the same initiative as the rest of the bandits. And Wolf. Wolf is ready. but he'll act literally bottom of initiative, but it's fine. Okay. I'm not missing anybody. Okay. All right. So you're staying in front of the door, blocking it. You unfortunately missed your attack with your mace, but are blocking the doorway. Is there anything that you wish to do on your turn before I move on?
Nope. Just, leave right now. We get slapped a lot.
You get ready. All right. The lookout right in front of you, Rollo, loads her last bolt into her crossbow and attempts to step away from you just to gain a little bit of range. You may, you and Pavel both may do attacks of opportunity if you wish to waste your reaction. It's up to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean waste?
Because you can
Don't say
Well,
waste.
keep it for.
Some things you can use a reaction.
Yeah.
To
Can I-
not die.
But it's also not a waste.
I mean, okay, whatever phrasing. Yeah. So 13 hits and 14 hit. So go ahead and roll those damages as you. She steps away and leaves your zone control. So that's normal roll for you for the longbow. As you take a shot, 3 plus longbow, 10. That does it. She doesn't manage to step away in time. She lifts the crossbow. You, with your bite, she turns, exposing a very vulnerable spot in her armor as you sharpshoot her right there, and she just drops to the ground, clutching her side. She's out of combat.
As she falls to the ground and say, "Unlike you, I don't miss that much."
Sultan injury. Okay, she drops her crossbow and she's just like says like, "Ah, shit," and slides off.
Oh my
the
God.
cart. Yep.
I have to get salt so I can actually put salt in people's wounds.
Cruel.
Why?
Chungo, you see that Frey, since she has the time to put on some armor, she has. Sorry. She took her time to put on her armor, her shoulderons, pauldrons, and her pilfered vest of hardened leather. She is equipped with her flourishing fancy captain's sword, and she's wearing some kind of brooch, this golden brooch that seems to glimmer, and it doesn't fit with the rest of her mottled, muddied clothes. Seems to be polished and new, perhaps recently stolen from some shop or another. Okay, I'm opening her sheet and making her not whisper because it's funner that way, right?
More fun.
Funner.
God damn it.
All right, she makes 2 attacks. Yep, just 2 attacks against you because you're
Is this
staying
the
right
same
there.
woman from like session 1 or 2?
Yes, it's Frey Meriden.
I parry the first one with the shield and then slap the other one away with the mace.
Yeah, because especially because she's attacking around corner, which gives you half cover. It's so awkward. She's just like attacking around, trying to like gracefully attack around the bandit as you're just bashing it all away. What? I heard a question.
The ear that I took from her.
Yeah, she still has that nip off her ear where you bit her off. Nevitz, it's your turn. As you take your turn, you Chungu, you see that after her 2 slashes, she seems to like take like some kind of like parry stance. Yeah. Nevitz, imagine she's still looking at the nearest fallen quarry, but as soon as she fell to the ground, he's like, "Task complete." And he just stares at you now. He's just like, "What is my purpose?"
Is it safe? Is it safe to walk forward? And I'll point in this direction.
Scanning. Relative. Yes. Defined safe.
Oh no, Nevitz, you walked on ball bearings.
Nevitz, rule dexterity save. Oops.
For fuck's sakes.
No.
For fuck's sake.
You fall prone right there.
For fuck's sakes.
And the guy's just staring at you like, safe on the ground.
That wasn't safe.
Safe now.
I'll stand back up, and that's 10,
Bring the
5.
flashback too.
I have 10 feet left. I'll move up another 5 feet.
Can you move after falling prone from ball bearings?
Yeah,
think
I think
I think it's just 15 movement to get up.
It's half your movement speed.
a creature
to
moving
get
across the covered must
What else?
succeed at the CT 10s or fall prone. A creature moving through the area half speed. Yes. Okay. Cool.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I just know it's those spikes, the ninja spikes that make you stop.
how traps. Yeah.
Yes.
is this guy awake and doing stuff?
Who?
This guy over here that I'm pinging?
Let me close all these fucking windows. Who?
He's at the top of the.
Yes, he's aiming. You see, he's reaching for.
He's gotten me twice in a row.
Yeah.
Alright.
Has a crossbow.
Aiming at John.
Ray of Frost. Fuck.
You still have your thing, dude. He rolled. No,
Oh wait, I do have Tides of Chaos.
but I think isn't that
Isn't that
Wait,
one?
no, I think.
you.
yeah first level?
Well, I regain it.
Why? Magic search. You regain it. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you're good. Go.
Yep. You summon a Maldron. You regain it.
Fuck.
Shit.
Not
Didn't
having
work.
a
You're
good
just
day.
firing spells from pro. Like God, please.
I can't see.
Get your shit. Maldron's just like maybe aim better. Does the Maldron act on your turn? Like you give it like shit to do.
Yeah, make him go attack the squirrel.
Actually, no. They're super neutral. He has no bearing in this fight one way or another. He just wants to go home.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Ashling.
If I could roll above a 10, that'd be nice.
You guys can still hear me, right? Because I got a random notification that my mic wasn't working. Is it
We can
working?
hear you now.
Oh, here you know.
Yeah, you looking around, you see the tide of the battle begins to turn to your favor as you guys push on. The militia pushes in further aside. Your side of battle seems to be winning because you have the Ash Knight and the blacksmith on your side, but the other farmers on the outskirts, they begin to like lose ground, and it seems like taking out the bandit captain will be like a swift end to this battle, and you will lose less casualties that way. What do you do on your turn with that information?
Well, Nevitz rearranges their entire fucking room.
Yeah, I can't hear you. If you're talking, I still can't hear you. Alright, well, she reconnects or whatever happens. Chungo, you look before you, you see the Orsign caster from your previous encounter. She has like a scrap of cloth bandaging the side of her face, and one of her ears still bears scars where an arrow has nicked it. She begins to support Frey by casting some sort of greenish hue spell that grows in her paws, and she holds it, maintains it as a reaction. Can you hold a reaction and then cast a bonus action? Yes, I think it. And then as a bonus action, she conjures a ball of flame in the other hand and throws it towards you, casting Sacred Flame. I believe you can hold an action, right? You can use an action to hold a reaction, but you can cast a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
As long as the spell is castable as a bonus action.
Yeah, it is. Sacred Flame is a bonus action. No,
Pretty sure
Sacred Flame is an action. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Can you hold a bonus action?
I can.
No,
hear
you have to hold an action.
You have to hold an action. She's just gonna cast Sacred Flame then. She's not holding the other spell. Forget that. You're back. We're gonna do your turn. Go ahead, Ashling. As Chango, I'm gonna rule it. Just give me a moment. Yep.
Wait,
What?
because you can say that you want to hold an action to like move to a location, which is technically a movement. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to hold a spell that's a bonus action.
Because it has to be an
Bonus
action to
action
hold a
is
reaction. Yeah. Bonus action is a reward for doing an action, but it's just I'll just do this ruling for now because it's fair. She does Sacred Flame. It's a dexterity save on you, Chungo, as Ashling takes her turn for 1 radiant damage.
I'm gonna be like, I'm pure.
Who's attacking Chungo? I don't see anyone.
In the tent.
You see like a flash of like fiery light. Yeah, you save against. See a flash of firelight kind of arc from within the tent and land beside Chungo, either missing or just sparking off him. Some sort of magic happening.
I'm going to
Just light the camp on fire. You will have light everywhere. Just light it all on fire.
What?
Go on. Sorry, go on, Ashley.
I'm going to move forward, not walking from my own ball bearing.
The Modron just points at him and he's like, caution.
So that was 5, 10,
10 feet.
20, 25, 30. Yay. And she's still in the tent, correct?
Hmm? Who? Frey? Yeah, you see Chungo fight somebody in tent. Frey's voice ushered from it, yes.
I'm going to I'm gonna motion for Flare to come, or actually I still have my whip. I'm going to ignite my whip.
Sure. This is part of the same action, you can attack with it.
I'm going to use it to I'm gonna unleash the power of my whip to reignite the flame, the fire pit.
I won't even make you roll to hit. You just send out fire, and as it ignites with real fast magical flame, I'm going to go ahead and put that there. It has light, cast light. That was 2020. 2020. Does everybody see fire? Well, Nevis is the only one who needs it. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally did that for Nevis.
There you go.
Thank you. There's the bastard. He doesn't know what the fuck they saying safe means.
Sorry.
I don't. That lighting and using my whip with my action. Correct?
Yeah, it's you ignite it and you attack with it using the same action. You still have your bonus action and like 5 feet of movement.
Can I stand on top of the Mokpok that's dead?
You,
I think they're unconscious.
if they're prone, can you stand on top of them? I'm gonna say yeah.
Prone?
He's not
I think
actively
that's
he's
no,
not
that's
he's not actively controlling the zone of combat. You can stand on top of them. Yeah.
I
Rule dexterity. You do not wake him up. Like no, you can stand on top of it. It's fine.
yeah, I can stand on top of it. Yeah, okay, we'll be over here. Cool, that's it.
As long as you don't like step on his face, you should be fine.
I'm not stepping on his face. And I want to can I take my my short bow in hand? Not use it, but just get it in hand.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Didn't I already have a turn for the leyline caster? Oh yeah, I did. Because yeah. Who's left of the Mopux bandits? Oh yeah, only this guy. Fuck, I don't know. Jungle, take more damage, you nerd. Yeah. Cool.
It does not hit.
Take this! Ah, shit, fuck. And should have used the fucking shove action on you, but too late now. All right, Pavo.
Ori, smoking the weed. Onwards.
How are you?
My old
Advantage for all attack rolls.
Pop.
You're in the zone.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Wait,
Let me gauge.
do you want to reckless attack it, barbarian? Like.
No, because I'll fucking die in one hit.
All right.
I do. I want to come here.
I'm gonna say since you're like on the cart, and you're like 5 feet off the ground, you can leap.
Oh wait, no. So
you can leap
can
past
I
your ball
move?
bearings. What?
Do I still have an action because you said it would take my action this turn to put the boots on? Correct.
If you're putting the boots on, yeah. You still
Remember,
need to
I
attune
said I'd
to them.
put the boot. Right. Okay.
Taking the boots was your last turn. You have them on, like in strapped to your fucking belt by laces or some shit. But no real point in putting them on. I'm gonna save you time there.
That's fair. I'm going to quickly put an eyeball on an arrow and shoot it
Ew. Oh yeah.
at this map packs.
Roll fucking
And,
intimidation with advantage.
Also, I also have where is it? Was Woodland Hunter? This.
And half cover is no cover. Chungo, you managed to aim under Chungo's armpits or some shit. Between the legs. Just-
Advantage. I got a 7 on intimidation because I'm not persuasive. Longbow, go. That's a 24.
Okay.
Moppox. Goodbye, Moppox.
Sure thing. You aim between Chungo's legs as the eyeball like just moistly whistles through the air, and like I don't know, you fucking hit him with an eyeball shot. Gross. Give him fucking syphilis or some shit. I don't know. Oh god.
We're ignoring this guy, by the way.
I'm not ignoring him.
I didn't ignore him. I chose not to engage him.
Yeah,
but
you-
maybe you
Close
should do
enough to
something about
ignoring.
it since you bring it up.
You hit him. He's bloodied. And grossed out. Just not intimidated. Just like, oh, what the fuck is this? Oh god. Oh, gross. Oh, come on. Oh,
He screamed when I picked eyeballs out.
I was gonna make it retreat if fucking intimidating with a fucking eyeball, but you know, 7 rip.
I tried, man. I did. I really do.
Rollo.
Oh, is that a dog?
Rollo.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm looking at my
Yeah.
my options. What's my closest target? I'm just gonna go to my next closest target.
You get a sense that ending this combat by downing the captain will be the quickest way to end the battle to your favor, but you have 2 targets at this point. You have the crossbowmen over yonder, and you have commotion in the tent. They're both equidistant.
I'll go.
And you have the margin,
I'll
who you're not sure on whose side it is.
go. Okay.
Just
I'll
stabbing
go
the gate. I don't know.
around the ball bearing to the party. And
Okay.
I'm not. Where's the captain? We can't see the captain, right?
In the tent.
You see her silhouette and sword swings from within the tent. Just
Can I
Chungo.
cut the
Chungo
tent
is keeping the
and
tent
open?
like yeah.
Can I like slice the tent
Certainly.
entrance open so we have just like a view advantage?
As long as you guys keep in mind that tent walls are tent walls, I'm gonna say that yes. I'm just gonna reveal it. Where do you want to slice? Just ping it.
Just like the
Ping the
right
spot.
there.
Right there.
Like I don't know how to ping. Yeah.
I'm gonna say like there. It's like there's a slice there.
Yeah.
You can see with
Can
it.
we have advantage? Can we see with that?
I mean, you don't get advantage, but I'll allow it roll for cool. Okay. Yeah. What? You don't get advantage, but you get vision.
Okay, then that's it. That's all I'll do.
Okay. Especially Pavo, who is a sharpshooter. Right, you hear a snarl from within the tent as more tearing sounds and clawing sounds. The wolf tears itself free from the tent and begins to charge you. Just reacting to the noise. As it leaps upon you, you feel its whole weight as it bounces. 12. I think you managed to shake it off. Yeah? No, just hits. Can you do me a strength save, please?
Me?
Yes. Roll.
Wow. How? Let me look at
Strength save as it attempts to knock you prone with its bite. Just tries to pull you down.
There it is.
You manage to save against the proning, but you still take that 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Right? As it begins to shake its head violently. You see Roll is bloodied. The lookout over yonder, who you guys are keep ignoring, loads her last crossbow bolt and shoots it at you, Pavo. Does a 20 hit, yep. Pavo's not having a good time today. 4. Chungo.
You
Half
call
was
that
done.
a shot? I'll show you a shot.
I'll go for another mace hit on the Mopok in front of me.
Bonk. Probably not.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, probably knocks him out.
So bonk.
Yep, knocks him
And
out.
as I see that he's falling down, I'm gonna slap him with the shield so he moves that way.
Dunk. Like, come, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, you move in. All right. Who's this? Oh, she's out. Okay. All right. As you move in, Frey Meriden points her sword at you and gives you like a light tap, like a tink on your mace, as a challenge. On guard. 2 strikes, miss. You guys lock mace and blade as she assumes again that parry pose. Nevitz, it is your turn. She just kind of like maneuvers away from the hole, but like, yeah. Great positions. Footwork.
How far away is this guy? Okay. You're gonna move here. And this is like 20 foot high, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Gust and try to knock him down. He has to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's away from me. I can't choose a direction. Never mind. I thought I could choose the direction of this. Oh wow, we're just casting another ray of frost.
You seize the air and compel to create one of the following effects. You create a small blast that either. Why can't you choose a direction?
It says push up to 5 feet away from you. I'm assuming that means I can't pull it down.
No, it's a push away from you. Yes, you're correct. So you're choosing another spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. If I could roll above a 10, it'd be nice.
It would be, wouldn't it? It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Okay. Skirmisher's down. Just closing extra windows on my end. What do you want your fucking monodrone to do? He's just standing there like, I don't know, T-posing. Like you can usher one command to him. He can do one task at a time.
I'll ask him if he has any attacks.
He answers the question and that's his turn. Yes. And just stand there. That's the one task.
Okay.
Ashley. It's a monitor that can only do like one thing at a time. Ashley.
I'm going to I'm going to go over here and I'm going to bite the wolf.
Locking jaws with the wolf at 16 does hit. As you manage to shake the wolf off of Rollo, go ahead and roll that damage.
I have it on that sneak. Does that count as a sneak? Because he's engaged with Rollo?
Yes, and that's a lot of damage. You do a number on the wolf. He's fuck. There goes my wolf. He's still alive, but like you did a number on him. Right.
So I have him. I bit him like by the scruff, kind of thing.
All right.
To like remove him from Rollo.
Giving into
you
your
are
feral
a kin
side.
eater.
Right. Lancaster. Right, the Usan Lancaster again. She concentrates on a spell as she. You begin to see crackling lightning in her paws as she does a clap, casting Thunder Wave.
Bye, Django.
At second level, because I'm sadist. Chungo, DC 12 Constitution save, please. As you see a wave of thunderous force sweep out from the tent, each creature within 15-foot cube, so everybody, that will be Chungo, Frey, the Mapach, the Ashling, Amberbat, the Sleeping Bandit, the Wolf, Rollo. Rollo and Pav are safe. You're just out of reach. But the tent explodes outwards as those of you who save take half of this. Oh, I already rolled it, right?
What is it?
Half of 14. So, Constitution saving throws for all of those I said that are not safe. Chungo, you take 7 thunder damage, and you manage to keep your footing. Ashling, you are, I think, knocked unconscious and thrown 10 feet this way with a thunder wave that explodes outwards. I was looking for something. Oh yeah, I was looking for Frey Meridan's Constitution. There it is.
That doesn't count as an attack, right? This is a spell, right?
What do you mean? For what purposes?
This?
When a creature you can see it, then you within 5 feet with an attack. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
well,
it's a spell.
yeah, it's a spell. Frey fails. She gets knocked back like 10 feet out of your reach, Chungo, if you wish to take an opportunity of that, as she takes 14 damage.
Do it, Chungo. Smack a bitch.
You know, I'm gonna, hold on. That's, I can't do boom. That's good. I was gonna try to. Hold on.
That's fine. The bandit that you knocked back. Oh, you bopped. Never mind. He's out. Anyways, he just gets knocked back out the tent as it rips into shreds, and you just hear him slam against the cliffside. He's already unconscious though. Amberbat, roll me con, please, as you're fluttering 10 feet off the ground. 16. Amazing enough, does not hit because she was in parry stance. So as she was being knocked away, she like manages to parry you. Amberbat gets knocked out of the air and just lands beside you, Nevitz, into the ground, and you just see that she's not moving, unconscious, still breathing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm using the same rolls for all bandits. So this guy that was asleep wakes up for a split second. You hear a very short burst of "Ah!" and as he flies back and then like hits his head against a rock and just gets knocked unconscious. That's it. That's resolved. That's a big thunder damage. As it's just
We can't see any of the rolls you're making. I'm very sad.
like she made the one roll. That was that was all the one spell. Thunder wave.
Yeah, but all these saves you're doing, we can't see any of them.
You just didn't see flares. Because she's hidden for whatever reason. I'm fixing that as we go. But, Pavo, it's your turn as I'm fixing flares rolls.
Awesome. I'm gonna go try to single down our boss lady.
Sure thing.
Alright, stand over here.
Over. Yeah, you can maneuver the tent using your claws. You have climb speed, yep. You kind of root yourself upon the tent with your talons.
Surrender, Frey. You're backed against a hard spot and a rock. Yeah.
I am the last line of defense. The coalition is counting on me to defend
Arrow.
this camp. I
That's
can't
20.
okay.
Almost
Okay.
5.
I can't. What is that? What is it?
Surrender.
Is that 12?
12.
Fuck. She's like 1 HP away. You don't even let her finish as she fails to parry the arrow out of the air and just.
Yeah, I roll intimidation with my surrender.
I'll allow it. Go ahead. Wisdom. I am the last line of defense. And she passes out.
Ah, and now you'll be the last corpse on the wall. Good.
Just as she's
I'll go
fading,
do that.
she looks at you with like a look of fear as you're threatening her, and for the first time, you see a little bit of humanity in that look. Where pride was is now just, you know, the ears droop and the eyes, the irises are wide with emotion as she's fluttering in and out of consciousness, with the arrow stuck in her. As she drops her sword, it begins to roll out of her grip. And you hear this bestial roar of the Ursayan caster just go, no! As she begins to cast another spell targeting you. Pavel, you may finish your turn however you wish, or as Arolo takes hers.
Yeah. Does this box provide me cover if I lay down?
Yeah.
Cool. I'd like to lay down as flat as possible, like a snake in the grass.
Sure thing.
Oh, Nevitz, honey, please, but I wouldn't stand in front of me. Okay.
What are you doing?
I am laying behind a box.
Rollo,
What are you doing?
What's up?
it's your turn.
Okay. So is that wolf still there?
Yeah, Wolf is still there. It's wounded, it's limping in the front paw, but it's still aggressive toward you. And for a brief moment, you saw it like kind of turn its head, like go, like with that like doggish whine, look toward its mistress, who is passed out, giving you an opportunity to strike or knock it unconscious. That's up to you.
I think I'll just I didn't feel bad killing. Had to knock it unconscious.
Sure, you can go non-lethal if you hit.
What do I use?
Just whatever weapon, you can go non-lethal. Bonk it with like the blunt end, something like that. Yep, hits. As you pretty much do, because it has like 2 HP left, even with your lowest roll and modifiers. That's that. You knock it unconscious.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anything else?
Hold on, let me check.
Sure.
I don't think so.
Okay. As you land the last blow on the wolf and you frame it and collapses to her knees and to her side, and the sword rolling away from her grasp, from the din of battle, several perch guards begin to rush in and begin to put manacles on the asleep bandits that don't resist or anything, and those that you guys knocked out. Among them, you see Magnus rush in with his bow, putting it away, and starts making arrests as well. You see he is too bruised from battle, and stepping forward, he just goes, "Well done, well done! This should be the coup de grace. You there!" And he points toward the Ursain. "Surrender!" In time, you just kind of see that now that the bandit captain is downed, the rest begin to surrender one by one, and the tide of battle begins to quieten, as you guys pretty much did it. So, as you guys level to level 3, I am, and the Modron just waves you goodbye as it begins to disintegrate and go back to its home. I have served my purpose.
Bye,
We
Toby.
Bye, Toby. Until next we meet, right? I'm gonna rule us out of initiative. You may roleplay. You may level up to level 3 if you wish.
I'm gonna loot that brooch and try to get it back to whoever she stole it from.
You loot it for now. You're not sure who it belongs to, but yes.
Wait, are we finishing up?
Well,
I'm
combat.
unconscious on the floor.
Yeah.
What's unconscious?
Ashling, roll me death save.
Oh my gosh.
I got this. After grabbing the brooch, I quickly hobble over to Ashling and use a healer's kit to stabilize.
Sure. You're probably not gonna roll fail. I just want to see her roll natural one. It's always funny.
Oh, try your roll.
Okay, cool. It's yeah. You take the brooch, and then in time you come back, you stabilize Ashling. I mean, you can roll for it. But I'm gonna say that
with
in
the
time
hit.
you managed to do it anyway. So, the brooch.
How much health do I have now?
1.
You're at 1.
Okay, 1.
Well, you stabilize with 0. Does anybody have any healing potions?
No.
Unfortunately,
Not
you're stable but 0.
Okay. Okay, to 0.
Barely holding
I'm
on.
gonna go around the ball bearings. I'm gonna go to the cart here and see if there's like a rug or something. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna like put the wolf on it, and I want to go release it to like the wild, so when it wakes up, it's like it's in the forest, because I don't want him like being
Actually,
kept as a pet.
I could
You-
potentially befriend that thing.
No, we're gonna put it back in the wild. We're gonna let it go free before it wakes up. I mean, unless you really want to.
That's fancy. I will respell brooch.
Can I carry the wolf out to the
Yeah,
woods?
so you take a minute to do that. You drag the wolf with you to the edge of the woods and just leave it there in the blanket, yeah?
Yeah, I'll leave
Okay.
it there, and just whenever it wakes
Roll
up,
does
just go.
that. Ashling stabilizes. You stem the blood flow there, Pavo.
As Rolo drags a wolf away. Could I roll perception to see if that looks like a normal wolf?
I mean, it's roll like nature. As you're trying to spot any abnormalities in it. Seems like just a tame wolf to you. Just
Okay.
a wild thing that was tamed. I am going to put on some calmer music. Good job, guys. I just need.
Can I roll medicine? Just roll medicine to see if I can like
You are
like-
unconscious, my friend.
myself.
You
I'm
are-
just stabilized. I'm not falling.
You're stabilized but unconscious, therefore incapacitated until
Okay.
somebody is able to heal you. Just give it a moment, as Chungos you were saying. I just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to roleplay.
Try to patch up Frey so she doesn't die while being unconscious.
Oh, I also stabilize Frey with my healer.
Sure, you
D8
both
of Congo.
kneel, tend to her wounds. She is breathing but unconscious. Pavarod joins you, inspecting your action, kind of nodding, approving of battle well fought. When you guys are done patching her up, he puts shackles on her and just goes, if it is your honor, after all, it is a battle well fought, and you may disarm, strip them of their equipment. You may feel free to help yourselves to any equipment you strip away. They will have no use for it in the Alderheart stockades.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna shake my head and stand up.
Okay.
What are you saying, Greg? I mean,
Greg.
Trent?
What?
I don't know.
It's
You
still
said Greg's
Greg.
name, it's been stuck in my head.
No, I just said I shake my head and stand up.
Alright, I guess I strip Shea Barrett of all of her goods.
Okay, so just going through what Frey has on her, you find a fine suit of studded leather armor that's obviously pilfered, not made by anybody in this camp. So, studded leather armor. You find a flawlessly made short sword that was she used. It has like a rose insignia on the pommel. It's of obvious craftsmanship and seems like it will sell for quite a bit if you were to just get rid of it on the market. But the insignia is recognized. You, Chungo, recognize that as a captain's sword, and it's usually used to intimidate or otherwise use charisma to manipulate other bandits into submission or abiding. You already have the brooch on you, and you find on her hand is a bronze ring with like studded rubies. Also looks like it would sell for a lot or kept as a souvenir. You may add those items to your... I'm also going to tell you what the thief had that you looted. You already have the boots of speed. He had 3 daggers on him and a leather armor. I guess you want that as well.
What's the condition of the armor look?
Worn but usable.
Alright, I'll
Mostly
take the
worn
daggers.
from this battle.
Alright, I got the daggers. I'll leave the armor.
Sure thing. 3 daggers. At this point, Roll comes back from having put the unconscious wolf at the edge of the camp. As the 4 line of the militia spreads out and starts to scour the camp, recovering goods, trying to get to it before others do, you see the back line of the militia, the healers come in and in time reach Ashling. One of them puts her hand and just heals you for like. Because I want to make you cry for 8.
That was sad.
It is sad.
Why you gotta do this?
You see the Ursine
Beautiful.
get shackled by Magnus. You need extra large shackles to fit around her. She gives you a look of like almost understanding of like why you had to do this, but a mixed emotions with your cause. But she's glad to see that you guys spared Frey from death. So at least there's that, as Magnus begins to haul the Ursine toward the back of the militia and assembling the rest of the soldiers.
I
With
got 8.
8 points as you rise to your feet. Yeah. Okay, so you take Frey in your arms and carry her with the dignity that she deserves. After all, a battle well fought until I casted the spell at my own people for whatever reason. With their leader nowhere in sight, and Elderheart's forces bearing down on them, any semblance of order among the bandits disintegrates. They begin to flee in every direction. You see the bandits on the further edges of battle flee while they still can, taking what they can with them and abandoning the camp. A cry of victory rises from the distance from the assembled citizens. The day is won, but at a very heavy cost. You watch as the bulk of the bandits' forces appear to head east toward the Crest Mountains. The guards, beaten and exhausted, cannot give chase. Magnus approaches you eventually. Says, "Round up the wounded. Take rest. Come sunrise, we shall prepare the fallen for transport back to Alderheart." With the camp
Can I
abandoned... Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I know that I just got revived, but do I have the opportunity to go grab the crossbow from the one that was up on the perch that we knocked out?
Yep. It is it's a fine light crossbow.
Cool.
You can use it with like you can hold it up with one hand while holding another weapon, the other like lanterns. I think it's pretty light.
Is the person who healed Ashling still around?
The healers are going around attending to the farmers with their pitchforks who got injured and are not fit for combat. Yeah.
Oh, also on my way
wanna-
to go pick up the crossbow, I picked up flare.
Okay, noted. What is it, Nevitz?
I was going to bring Flare to one of the healers and ask them to heal Flare.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You waddle toward one of the healers, and most of them are too busy to notice you. You're just kind of awkwardly like holding up this creature up to them, and they're giving you a look of like, we got actual injured here. We're not gonna tend to some animal for now. We have bigger matters. This guy here is dying.
I give puppy $1. I start begging, please.
As you go around going, please, please save her. Magnus and the Ursine caster pass by you, and as the Ursine caster passes by you, you just see her claws gently graze the bat, and you see the Ember Bat stir before the Ursine and Magnus disappear into the forest line and into the gathering captured bandits. Yeah. She just cast like a healing spell, seal the wounds of the bat, whatever bruises she had from the thunder wave. And as her eyes begin to like flutter open, she lets a little bat squeak, and you see the flame reignite in her nose.
Thank you very much.
She nods. The Ursine lady nods. With the camp abandoned, you can take your time searching the camp if you so wish. Some of you already have started on that, picking up the crossbow and stuff. It is up to you guys if you want to search the camp more, or if you want to leave that to the rest of the militia.
We should search it ourselves.
Okay.
I find Nevitz as he finishes wandering around and finds the Orson and heals Flare, and I kneel down and I give him a big hug and I say thank you for taking care of Flare and for getting her the help that she needed. Is there anywhere that I can take you in the map that you want to see?
No, I'm just tired.
What's going on? Okay. Yes. Somebody's very excited over football in the background or some shit. Right. As you walk around, you may gather back your ball bearings if you so wish.
That's fine.
Pavel, you find that one arrow that shot into the wheel of the wagon at the very
Gee.
Oh,
first.
can I collect my arrow as well that I shot?
How many did you shoot? You recover half.
Just one,
Sure.
and it was lodged in some guy's ankles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say half of one is one because rounding up. Yeah, you managed to recover that one as well.
Do I get all of my ball bearings or half of them?
I'm gonna say half. Which you only use one stack of 100, so all of them, sure. I'm not too picky on that, especially since ball bearings are like silver pieces worth. Because as you maneuver around the camp during your search, you find a few captive bird folk. These hostages are look a little malnourished, but otherwise fine. What do you do?
Free them.
Well, yeah, sure. You go through their bindings, you undo them. Looking around, those of you from Meadowfen recognize a few of your neighbors amid the crowd. It seems that some of these hostages are villagers from Meadowfen that have been taken as ransom after they were captured during that expeditious scouting mission to Ash Barrel in the very beginning of the campaign. These are the captured villagers.
I'll hand out some rations.
Sure thing. Many of them nod eagerly, taking the rations and giving it to the little ones first among them before feeding the rest. The perch guard help you kind of round them up as well. You hear Magnus, your brother, he promises that he will ensure that these Meadowfenners will get to Alderheart safely, and once they are well enough to travel, provide them with an escort back to Meadowfen in time. Those of you who take a quick gander around camp, which is, by the way, here. I'm just going to mark it on the map for future, if it ever becomes relevant. Bam, there we go. Those of you who search around the camp, you find in a storage building near the camp's rear entrance an assortment of stolen goods, much of it from the day's raid on the merchant caravan just a few hours before. You find a chest of coin. There are many coins. You can count. You can take the time to count them or loot the entire chest. It weighs about 35 pounds in gold. You find a collection of small gemstones, pried from various objects within the chest, and a variety of gold and silver.
Wait, how shiny are they?
Very shiny. The
I
shiniest.
want them all.
Tiny Nevis just carrying a big old chest, not getting noticed by everybody who's too busy like healing and recovering. I'm just gonna tell you because you can mark it in your inventory. The chest contains 350 gold pieces worth of gold coins and an additional 250 in gems. 350 plus
I'm
250.
just putting gems on my character shit.
I'll take 100 GP.
It's among you guys that you split it. You also find in that same storage room there's a variety of gold and silver plates, urns, utensils, all with a combined value of like an additional, probably will fetch you like around 200 gold pieces, just by eyeballing it. Seems that the bandits gathered what they could in a short raid, and this is their fast haul before you guys push them back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna assume that you guys have all the items I mentioned. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, does anybody wish to do anything else in the camp? Also, I forgot you had a scorpion with you this entire time. Haha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just for next time. Like, you didn't mention it, so I forgot it. Sorry.
It's okay.
No? Okay. Leaving. Oh yeah, you guys are leveling up too. Sure. I'll narrate while you
We're
guys.
long resting here, right?
You have a chance of like long resting until sunrise, letting people heal and stuff, and leveling up. Leaving traces of battle behind. The remainder of the Perch Guard and militia return to Alderheart after the long rest. Honoring their sacrifice, the fallen are transported at the front of the somber parade back to the city. Those who cannot carry themselves are carried on makeshift stretchers, while the injured are helped along the trail home. Despite heavy losses, you and your companions are welcomed back to Elderheart as heroes. Let me guys know when you have leveled up, because the next bit before I finish up the session is roleplay, but I think we can.
Oh, I
Get-
think I pressed the wrong button because this opened up my entire thing.
I don't know what the entire thing means.
I actually get meta magics now.
Woohoo!
Tom,
Yes.
do you remember the subclass I told you I was picking?
Skulker, a Gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker.
Yes.
That's the best one. There you go.
I mean,
Yeah, gotta love that Dread Ambusher.
it suits Pavo. I won't say it's the best one, but it suits Pavo for sure.
Where's the button again?
Oh, great.
Really?
Great. Oh, fuck me in the ass.
Later. Oh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
You find the bullets.
Damn, Caroline, you just missed a sick burn from Tom.
It
I
wasn't a
guess I'm
burn.
taking that.
It was a promise.
no.
That's gross.
Help!
Pictures in the chat.
He promised to fuck me in the ass.
Ew.
Sasha, are you enjoying this?
Nope.
I mean, I thought we were finishing up.
Are you tired?
I am tired. I wanted to.
You can go. We're gonna do a quick RP bit, unless everybody's tired and just want to call it a session here. I had.
You can also RP chat it. Like, go for it.
Okay.
It's your call.
I'm okay to stop if everyone else is kind of tired.
I'm confused. I think I pressed the wrong button.
We can level up after session. I can just do the RP now.
Sure.
Okay. All right. You know what time it is. Upon your arrival, you are summoned to an emergency meeting with the Birdful Council. You are commended for your bravery and skill, but the Council urgently demands to hear about the bandits. Speaker Beta addresses you all with a line of questioning. Were you able to make anything of their numbers, their tactics?
Their numbers were high.
Concerning?
Yeah.
It is our
I
understanding
suspect
that.
at least
Mm-hmm.
10 more wherever they ran off to.
Merely 10.
Well,
Child's play then.
sorry. 10 times.
She kind of raffles through her papers, through her reports. It is our understanding that many more fled battle, and one inquires where they could have gone to.
They head off to the east, wasn't it, Chungo?
Jungle doesn't remember.
Is it
The
at all?
mountains, I think.
Is it at all possible that reinforcements are nearby then?
More than likely. You, as well as most people, know the bandits have secret routes to take through the woods, many of which escape our eyes.
Concerning. Another one of the council members leans in to ask, Have you any fortune in finding any personal items at the camp over the past few months? After all, goods and possessions have gone missing, and many folk would like to see their goods brought back to them.
It depends on what they're looking for. There were many items. Many items.
The Purge Guard managed to recover a few, but it did not account for over half the items missing. They could have gone anywhere. Have you had a chance to procure them, or have the bandits fled with them east, you said?
Out of character, all the items that we looted from the storeroom, what have we done with them, and what do we plan on doing with them?
They're in your possession, whether it be in the barrel or in your wherever you're staying at bed. They're not in sight currently, otherwise they wouldn't be asking such questions.
Well, I mean, Pavo is looking to get into some good fortune back with his brother.
It is absolutely your choice. Should you want to be honest, or if you want to attempt to lie?
I mean, what does the party want to do? I do not want to shovel away our
Jungle
loot.
does not need these items.
Then,
Nevitz will
okay.
say, we found some cutlery, like plates and stuff. Is that what people... I don't know if that's like
That
what a
is
person is looking
some of the treasures, yes. That is good to hear. We will alleviate you of those items and return them to the proper owners in time. It is a process that will take some time. He just scribbles what you suspect is forks and other cutlery into his notes, noting that you have them. That will be about a quarter of the treasures that you found from that pile of cutlery that I mentioned before. The 200 gold pieces or 50 gold pieces worth of cutlery and stuff are noted in his notes currently. Does anybody wish to lie?
No, I'm fine with not lying.
Jungle okay with giving anything.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Whatever
your
you
efforts.
said.
You will be allowed to keep any magical items for your efforts, as well as, I suppose, half the value of the treasure you have recovered from the abandoned camp. That will be more than fair as a reward for spearheading this operation. If you choose to be honest, it'll be half,
Ooh,
which will be
thank you very
collected.
much.
Yeah.
So we
Just
we can keep half the
all
utensils
the
and stuff
gold
if we
value
want them?
of what you recovered, half. Yeah,
I'll do some
Oh.
quick math real quick.
we can do it after session. It's fine.
Well, Nevitz only admitted to like having the plates and stuff because he figured like we don't want to be carrying that around.
I'll
But they're offering
RP
half of
chat.
it, so it's
We'll
like,
figure
oh.
out in RP chat later. Okay.
Mhm.
Chungo.
400.
With that, I mean, unless you want to address the council with any other inquiries.
You're not putting anyone to death sentence.
No. All the Pikachu bounties will see justice. There will be assigned cells in the jail and will seek court. We do not believe in death bounty here in Alderheart, or in Humblewood for that matter, for we are better than those bandits.
And, was there not a bounty on Faye Meriden head as well?
Noted. You see him scratch off that 50 gold of cutlery. Just scratch off. I'll figure it out in RP chat. I suppose that whoever can deal with not having a few forks in their estate.
I would make sure to put their name down. At least our children forget of the trials and tribulations of heathens that break into their homes in the middle of the night and steal all that belongs to them.
The council will contemplate the information you have provided and will follow up on reports that will be influxing from other fellow soldiers such as yourself, adventurers who have helped out. You can see like Core, the blacksmith, is already waiting in line behind you, as well as the Ash Knight, waiting to give their report. Unless you wish to address the council any further, you are dismissed.
I'm done.
With the
I
bandit.
will thank Core and the Ash Knight on my way out, though.
With the bandits dealt with for now, life quiets down a bit around Alderheart, you find this to be a good opportunity for you to further explore the city, resolve any prior errands that you couldn't afford. I think 9 o'clock, Trent probably wants to go to sleep. I'm not going to bother with what I had planned for the rest of the session. I think I'm going to call it here, but good job, guys. Finish up leveling up. Contact me if you need help with that. I'll figure out treasure earned. I'll probably keep a little bit of it, like a percentage, and then I'll post what you guys got, and you can divvy that up amongst yourself. But starting today really until next week, you pretty much enter into downtime. So you have a week's worth of downtime to do whatever it is you wish to do around the city. Now that you have money, you can afford certain things. You can afford to do. You have the time to do downtime activities, carousing, gambling, pit fighting, whatever it is. If you wish to talk to the prisoners in jail, you can do so either over chat in RP, or you can do so next session. I'm good with either one. Chango, I did have a whole thing planned out for you for level 3, but I think I'm going to hold off and do it in the beginning of next session if you're good.
Yep.
Yeah. That's that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for fun session. Combat dragged on, but I mean, you guys are in that level.
Thanks, combat.
Yeah. So hot in my room.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job, everybody. We only killed like half of them.
Yeah, Pablo actually managed to restrain himself.
Hey, Hunter.
Hey, arrows only as accurate as the wind, and the wind guides the arrow where it goes. So
Yeah, the wind guides your hand to putting the arrow in an eyeball.
indeed it does.
Just shaking bow. The wind made me do it.
The wind guides my arrow.
His wind touched a schizophrenia.
Yeah. Do you hear the whispers? Ding! Yes, brains!
Do you hear the
my
whispers?
goodness.
Oh, eyeball.
Humblewood. Wholesome Humblewood eyeball
Wholesome.
shooting.
Should have taken Faye Meriden's pinky so she couldn't use the sword ever again.
Although no.
You took her dignity. I think that's more than enough.
In all honesty, if anyone was gonna do lethal to her and she was next to me,
You were gonna like impose, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna impose.
Yes.
I was like, oh,
Chungo takes 15 piercing damage from an arrow he stepped in front
Chungo's
of.
fine with that.
Chungo's
I
fine
would
with
die
this
from that.
action.
I would not have died from 15 damage.
I would, because I had a horrible roll for my HP again, and I only got 2 this time.
I like how I was this close to dying, and I probably would have rolled a natural one. Here, let's test fate. Ooh. Cool.
Yeah. He would have died if I didn't
I
run
would have
over.
died.
Yeah, that would have been
It's hilarious.
that would have
how
been
Nemesis is,
that would have
the
been
second
epic if
highest
you died,
HP.
because that's battle. That's even Humblewood you can't you can die in.
Alrighty, time to level up.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's hilarious how Nevis has like the second highest HP in the party. That's, like,
Megan,
the
do you
sixth.
still
I
need
think
help?
I am the lowest, because I keep rolling. I don't want the average. I just want to roll for it. And because of it, I keep doing horrifically. I think I rolled a 1 the first time, and now I
Oh,
rolled a 2.
yeah, then you get a 1.
Megan, what did you do to your character sheet?
Oh no.
What happened?
Are you? What happens if you go to your character sheet right now?
Something bad, I assume.
I was using it. What? Character. Pop it out.
I think I fixed it.
Was there something wrong? I was adding my crossbow.
No, I fixed it. It's all good. I think you hit the level 1 character monster.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it okay now?
It should be.
Okay. I'm gonna add the details for it. And I have proficiency with my crossbow because I already have that. as being from being a rogue.
It's funny, I write notes. Like, I'm gonna prepare for a session, it's gonna be like, I need content for 3 hours. And, like, as soon as there's combat, it's like, that's 3 hours. Like,
Sorry, we're not that good.
no, that's just combat in D&D. It just takes so much time.
Where do I change this? Piercing damage.
If Pava would have died, I wanted to post that to orangutan with, like, the tank, the oxygen tank gif.
Oh, man, just like a broken beacon and oxygen tank.
Oh wait, I shouldn't do it this way. I should do it. Shouldn't do it this way. Why can't I remove you? Can I not remove you? Because I should have put you in as an item.
Oh man, I wish fog cloud wasn't concentration.
Remove.
That's such a cool spell.
Man, why you got?
I can't hear you, Trent.
There's more to Tom's playing music.
Oh. Well, I have it turned down. I wonder what it is.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh. Why am I crying all of a sudden?
Because it's good.
What is this?
I had plans related to the session, but I guess I'll just get away with just the music for it.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna take. I can only replace once.
I'm assuming it uses strength. I don't know what it this. I am proficient in it. The rain.
What is? Dexterity is for crossbows, if that's what you're saying.
Oh, okay. And then that's like that.
Crossbows are so good.
I can just add it to your sheet if you want.
I want to do it.
Okay. Then look for it in Companion, because you can just look up crossbow and then drag and drop it to your sheet.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
When I'm done leveling up, can I get rid of animal friendship and take fog cloud?
I'll allow it.
That's already a ranger feature. You can change your spells when you level
I
up.
can only take one, and it's per level up, and I don't want to wait another level to cast a fog cloud.
You gain one spell per level, but you can change the spells that you already have when you level up. That's already a ranger feature.
Only one.
Did you change another spell?
Yes. But Tom will allow it.
Oh.
God speaks true. The wind whispers to me.
There's only so much players can have control over. Who am I to take that control away for the sake of fun? I'm glad you learned a lesson that animal friendship sucks. Just kidding.
Yeah, they kind of fun. When you can have speak with animals instead.
It's all character dependent, really. Humblewood.
Now I can talk to my toad.
Are you ready for the one shot tomorrow?
Yes. I haven't nailed down a voice, and I don't know what to do for him.
Who cares about a voice? It's a one shot.
I care about a voice.
You don't like a super fucked up voice because it's a one shot.
Fog cloud.
How's it going? I'm the fucking Twilight Cracker. I am a Twilight Cleric. What do you mean beer ain't food?
What do you mean I'm handsome?
What do you mean I have a helmet on?
You and your Christ helmet with the David.
Dude,
star.
everyone, behold, look at Tom's awesome work at this shit. Look at this. Look at that.
Which one is it?
I just switched it back. I just switched back to my name, so my
Oh, I'm not in that thing.
Oh. I love it.
Alright.
I got out of there because I
Bye,
know
YouTube.
hunters have used me.